Yo, 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 yo. How do I sound? And am I late? I think I'm like a minute or so late. Hold on, I'm fixing my hair real quick. How late am I, Dirty Uncle Sal? Like a minute or so. When I change the time, it never updates on the StreamYard. So usually I would know how late I am, but I don't right now. How do I sound, by the way? Hold on. Oh, fuck. Why is it so loud and I have it fucking far away? Hold on. Wow, that's fucking loud. My butthole is itchy. That's funny. Hey, Creasy. What up, Sylvale? Barbara says, hey, Pistachio, love your work. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I want to, at the top of a stream, I want to make sure I don't forget, but I want to thank somebody who donated while I was not live a few days ago. It was Sandy S. Thank you so much to Sandy S. They donated and they said, I couldn't hang the other stream because of the gummy eating. And by the way, wow, when I listened to that back of me eating the gummy snakes, it was disgusting. It was so mouthy and juicy sounding in my mouth. Never again. I'm so sorry that I put you guys through that. But so she says, I couldn't stay the other stream because of the gummy eating, but I had to go and try them. And oh my fucking God, where have these Haribo Twin Snakes gummies been my whole life? Anywho, here's gummy money. LOL, Sandy S. So thank you so much, Sandy S. I really appreciate your generosity, your kindness, and your support. And I'm telling you guys, if you've not I don't know why I shill for these different brands and companies like they're fucking paying me, but it's because genuinely they're good. Like if you've never tried the fucking Haribo twin gummy snakes, they're good, and the reason why they're different is because it's a sour candy that does not have that shitty sugar on the outside. It's just internally sour. And one of the snakes is sour and one of them is sweet. I'm telling you, it's the best gummy candy ever. Barbara says you should start an ASMR channel. Do you know how badly I want to do that? Yo, can I tell you something? There is one woman that I've never been genuinely jealous of another human being in my life, but I want to tell you guys I am genuinely straight up jealousy, envy of this woman. Her name is Cleo Abraham, and she has an ASMR channel. Guess what this lucky bitch gets to do for a job? Guess how she makes fucking money on the internet? I would do anything to have this be my paid for job. She has an ASMR channel and she goes around to different places and gets massages. My favorite is she gets these hair, like these scalp treatments, and they just scrub the shit out of her scalp, and it's an ASMR channel. So she's making good money getting her massaged up and down her body every day, getting her head washed for her by other people, and it's an amazing channel. I love to watch it. I watch it almost nightly because it helps me sleep. Like this, there's something about the sound of like scrubbing the head, scrubbing the scalp that just relaxes me. I love it so much. I would like murder, kill, fucking steal to have this as my job. I'm so jealous of Cleo Abraham. And if you've never seen her channel, I suggest you go and check it out. Silvana, her name is Cleo Abraham. She's beautiful. And oh my God. Another thing too, do you know how I would kill to be able to go to one of, but it seems like it's only in Asian countries. They have these different spas where they just focus on your scalp and your head. They just shampoo and scrub your head for like half hour to an hour. I would kill for that. I would sell my ass to have somebody wash my head for like hours and just scrub the shit out of it. Oh my God. They're all in Japan. Thank you, Sama, for linking. Barbara says they're all in Japan. It seems like any Asian country because I've seen she's done some in Korea. She's done some like what that she calls Thai. It seems like just any fucking Asian country or any Asian peoples. It's amazing. And one of her most recent too, she does this body scrubbing thing that I think she got done in Dubai. I'll put it in the description if you're interested. I've watched this one video of hers where she gets her entire body scrubbed down a million times because it's so satisfying. The sound. They put this woman, and she's a big woman. She's a big ass, brolic, strong woman who just puts this glove on her hand and just scrubs the shit out of Cleo's body. You know the kind of scrubbing where you see the little strings of dead skin coming off? Man, it's so amazing. Oh, and thank you, Silvana. Silvana just donated. Hold on, I want to make sure to read it. Wait, no, I'm not trying to fucking sign in. I'm trying to read. Hold on. Silvana just donated and said, oh, she didn't say anything. Either way, thank you, Silvana. And I'm glad. Thank you for donating and supporting the channel because you reminded me to say. First of all, thank you to Silvana. Thank you to everybody who has reached out to me and tried to tell me not to feel guilty about, like sharing the links for donations, not to feel guilty about having people support the channel who believe in the message that I'm promoting here, and just trying to convince me and more so reminding me that my time is worth something, that my time is valuable, because it is getting more and more difficult as the world changes in a negative way to dedicate this much time to anything that isn't actively making money and unfortunately costs money. It costs money for the internet to support this channel. uh if I exceed minutes, which I always do, and have to purchase a plan for the streaming service. So thank you to everybody who has just encouraged me that my time is valuable. Thank you to everybody who supports. And please, if you enjoy the content here and if you support the message that I've been promoting for so long, please donate if you can. It is so much appreciated, and it will ensure my ability to continue to stream and to continue to promote this message. And always, thank you to Sama for being an excellent mod. Thank you to Silvana for modding when you can and just being a loyal friend for so long, a loyal supporter for so long. I appreciate everybody. So many of you who have been with me for so long, and I really appreciate it. It means a lot. What else? What I have queued up right now, I actually have a few different videos that I want to react to, but the one that I have queued up right now is one of Yaba's most recent, called Too Little Too Late. And this is from a day ago. let's just jump right into it. And I'm going to skip around a bit. And like I said, there's also another stream that I want to react to because I think the topic of conversation in the next one is pertinent to the recent, you'll see when we get there. But let's just begin.
Okay, and she was struggling at that point. She'll play sick. I would not be shocked if at the last minute she didn't pull the plug on the entire trip. There's still that option. She doesn't think outside of herself. That's true. I think she's going to struggle her way to the hotel and just carry on eating. Listen, Kiva, if she makes...
Do you know what's so crazy to me? With everything that Yaba has been through lately, how she has claimed to have been struggling with it. She says she's been treated so unfairly by the internet at large. I don't understand how she can continue just absolutely expecting different treatment for herself than she gives to everybody and anybody that she talks about. Like, how can you still continue to be dishonest, to reach, to fucking over exaggerate when you got on fucking online and cried and fucking pour mead and paint yourself a victim for people allegedly doing the same to you? But you have no fucking problem continuing to do this to others for fucking years at a time. It's unfucking believable to me.
It and survives this travel, that's exactly what she's going to do. 100%, no doubt in my mind, that is what she'll do. I do think that if she makes it again, right, Catherine? Hey, Lime Jello. If she makes...
Oh, shit, Sama, thank you for... I did forget to pin the links. Thank you for reminding me. I'll go pin them right now. Thank you, Sama. I'm going to let this play while I do it.
To the destination, wherever it is that they're going, and she makes it to the hotel and she can rest up for a day or two, I think she will force herself outside to go somewhere in order to make some content so she can show everybody how happy and successful she really is. Oh, Annie, you're 64 today. Well, happy birthday to you, girl. Congratulations on making it. Oh, yeah.
And yo, I hope you guys don't mind. Please don't get annoyed, but I am going to be shilling my links more than usual. Like, not heavy or anything, but I'm just going to remind several times throughout the stream, anytime I remember to, or anytime somebody reminds me to, because it seems as though, like, as new people come in and go out, I just want to remind those who can and want to donate that the links are there to do so, because like I said, it's becoming more and more difficult to be able to dedicate time to any fucking thing that isn't actively making money. The world is fucked, and I really want to be able to continue to stream and talk about the topics that I do, because I think they're important, you know?
So I will be MIA. A staycation. And you know what's so crazy about that, Mimic? We see Chantel.
No, you know what? Barbara asks, do you have memberships? The reason why I don't have memberships is because my channel is not monetized. That's the reason why I share the links. The links are pinned at the top of the comment section. You can donate through different like secondary apps. It could be either PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. But no, this channel is not monetized. That's why you will never see ads on this channel. That's why I can curse and talk about any topics without censorship. But no, I don't have memberships because the channel isn't monetized. But if you want to donate, you can do so using the links pinned at the top of chat.
In Kuwait, she said the other day that she hadn't left the apartment in over a week. She's already living basically a staycation, and she's going to travel somewhere and do the exact same shit that she does in Kuwait. Hey, Illyria, good to see you, hun. As long as she has a 7-Eleven club.
Yeah, dude, that's so crazy to me. Snowy Tit says Chantel is traveling, and oh shit, She says Chantel is traveling and she's got a man while Yaba sits on her ass, obsessing, married to her bully. It is so crazy to me how Yaba can sit there and herself, overweight, not doing a fucking thing to try and change that. Her own relationship is not perfect by any fucking means. A lot of people would fucking deem it as toxic. And oh yeah. So the shit she says about Chantel, her living in Kuwait, the way she chooses to criticize is so fucking ridiculous and hypocritical. Oy vey, I can't even handle it. Barbara says Chantel is living her best life. She's living the best she can under her own circumstances. And I don't know about you, but like, what more could you do? Like, yes, she's struggling. She struggles with food addiction and weight. She's still doing the best she can under those circumstances. Like, yikes.
Close to the hotel, the beast is going to be happy. Don't set that bar too high, cutie. I'll tell you that much. Let me go ahead and remove the thumbnail, pop out the video, and let's hear what cutie has to say. Where is my video? Daggone it. Daggone it. Just give me a minute now. All right. I'm so not ready to travel and bigger than ever, which is so odd to me that you make a statement like that. It's so odd to me that you title a video like that because according to you, you've lost weight. You're down weight. Even if recently you claim that you've gained a few pounds, you still claim that you have lost weight since the last time that you traveled. So how in the hell are you bigger than ever? Which is it, Chantel? Did you lose weight or did you gain weight? Because you have been claiming to lose weight and to be small.
You know what's fucked up about her even asking? Like, no matter what happens, you don't believe Chantel anyway. Even if she gets on the scale, you still will say, oh, she's lying in some way. She's fucking with the numbers some way. So why don't you just stop asking questions, make shit up like you always do, and fucking run with that, since that's what the fuck you're gonna do anyway. Like, it's just, I'm telling you, all of this is just to pad the live stream. Because all you do is make shit up and fucking run with it. Just do that. Fucking idiot.
Smaller than you ever been since basically you've landed in Kuwait. So now are you admitting that you were lying all along, which we already knew? I don't need Chantel to tell me that she's been lying. I don't need nobody else to sit here and talk to me about how, of course, she's losing weight. She's so sick. No, she's not. We all got eyes. We all got videos. We all got stills or whatever we can go compare everything to. She absolutely is about 100 to 150 pounds bigger than when she left for Kuwait at the very beginning. There's no doubt in my mind. Cheese toasties is what she'll be craving. Hey, Seattle Sapphire. Good to see you, hon. Good morning. Sorry, I'm late. Is she on a plane yet? We don't know, Seattle Sapphire, because unfortunately it looks like our girl is sitting in the corner for 7 days. So we probably won't know for a while, but thank you so much for the support and we're just getting started. Oh God. Oh Lord, I don't know what that was. Usually. What a shit show this is. Hey, Joni. Thank you so much for dropping the chinsulin in the chat. I love that it just randomly comes in the.
Dude, holy shit. How did this escape me? She just said, thank you for dropping the chinsulin in chat. I'm guessing that this is what this emoji is. It's a little bottle of insulin, and they're calling it fucking chinsulin. Like, oh, I'm sorry, y'all, but there is something so fucking sinister about that. Like, this woman is struggling so badly with her addiction to food that she has eaten herself into such ill health that she needs insulin. And these people just look at the joke they make out of it. And they hate her for it at the same time. It would be one thing to just make a joke about something or somebody that they're watching, but it adds a really sinister fucking layer to it because of how much they hate her as a result of her struggles. Like, oh my God. These people are the worst of humanity.
The chat, it's great. Bigger than ever. I've lost weight. I'm eating really off track. My diabetes is totally fine.
Yes.
I'm not eating boiled chicken.
Dude, even more so. Opal says, especially when they're all diabetic or bedbound themselves. I'm telling you guys, it's so fucking ironic, hypocritical, ridiculous that anytime any fucking time. Ooh, Sandy S., I'm glad you're here. I don't know if you heard me thank you in the beginning, but thank you so much for your donation for the gummy money. I really appreciate it. And it's super nice that you were willing to make a donation when I wasn't even live, like not expecting to be thanked. But thank you so much. It means so much to me. What was I saying? Oh, Opal's comment. Isn't it crazy that most of these women, if they do have their real profile picture in their fucking on their handle, they're always morbidly obese themselves, always fucking ug-mugging humongous themselves, like without fucking fail. Without fail. And if they're not, if there's somebody who's skinny, a lot of the time they're struggling in the opposite direction, meaning they are, eating disorder in the other direction, if you feel what I'm saying. But it's always some type of eating disorder, be it too much, too little, restriction. Like, yikes, all birds of a feather, all opposite sides of the same exact fucking coin.
Love vegetables. Girl, the whiplash is intense. Yes, Bradley, you nailed it with that. Let me tap this back. Volume booster on. Volume booster activated. What do you think? 1.5? I think a 1.5. I think a 1.5 will do. What is she setting at? 8,000 views. Uploaded 2 days ago. Oh, she even filled out the description. Well, thought I would have lost more weight to be in better shape to travel, but that didn't happen. So now I have to try my best to enjoy myself and be as comfortable as possible.
Another thing that they really don't take into account is it becomes even more difficult. Like, it's already really difficult to lose weight, but it becomes even more difficult to shift weight when you have diabetes. And it's like these people, they just, all humanity has gone out the window. All logic, all fucking truth has gone out the fucking window.
Point is, it is possible to travel as an obese person and still have fun. X to doubt. Nobody believes that you're still gonna have fun. Nobody. What is this? What is this, like a challenge? And then, okay,
Nobody believes that she's capable of having fun because it's difficult to travel while I can't even handle this. You can still have fun, man. Like, she's morbidly obese all her life. So this is her normal. Of course she's going to be capable of having fun if she's in a different fucking situation. This logic is so fucked, man. I'm really convinced that Yaba just says shit to say it. And as long as it's negatively skewed, then people love to watch it, love to hear it, love to support it.
Okay, then I question everything. Okay. Right,
exactly.
Girly Wood, traveling and can't monetize it. Tragedy. Such a shame, isn't it? Thank you for the support, hun. Now I question everything, okay? Was she trying? Is because I know people have said this. Like, this is not the first time it's been said. David, welcome to the poorest.
Yo, exactly my point. Cricket says Yaba's only 30 pounds less than Chantal. She still has fun. Or does she? Is this her admission that she's so fucking miserable and her weight is the reason why? Listen, if that's the case, Yaba, if you're projecting and because of your weight, you're never having fucking fun, then maybe you should spend some fucking time and energy into losing weight. The same thing you scream in Chantal's direction, but are not doing a fucking thing about yourself. Like, oi, fucking vey.
Thank you so much for being a poor piece of crap. We appreciate you. People have said that Chantal may very well be trying to become bigger. She might be trying to become bedbound, so she has an excuse. She physically cannot do this. She physically cannot do that. She cannot clean her apartment. She cannot cook her own food. She cannot.
Well, exactly. Me too. Cricket says I'd have more respect if she owned it and just said, I know she's not like having fun because I don't either. Me too. And would it not put more weight behind her words it would, you know what I mean? But she no longer does anything like that. She has now absolutely tried to separate herself from the same struggles that she shares with Chantel. And the excuse is always, well, Chantel's a bad person. Chantel's a terrible person. Chantel doesn't give a fuck about her own life. Why should I? It's just, it's so fucking ridiculous. So then you've allowed yourself to become a terrible person. And the excuse is, well, it's because she's a terrible person. Do you see? Do you see how two wrongs don't make a fucking right? In my opinion, it cancels each other's. It's just ridiculous. Like, what are you doing? I refuse to allow this to happen to myself. Like, I refuse. No matter how terrible anybody is in my direction or just in my line of sight, I refuse to become jaded as a result of that. I've watched it happen to too many people. Like, I refuse.
Travel, you know? And now we're at a point to where she was supposed to be, according to her, for the last, I don't know how many months. Okay. Specifically since the last time that she left Canada and they were going to do a season 3 and it was going to be lit and it and all that cringy stuff. And they kept talking about all the travel. We're going to do so much traveling. I'm going to get in shape and it's going to be great. And it's going to be lit and all that crap then. And now she's trying to prove to us, it's like she ate and ate and ate herself into a position.
It's so crazy. You know what else too? Like, it's so narcissistic to be like, oh, she's trying to prove it to us. I don't think that at all. We all know who Chantel is. I don't think she's trying to prove anything to anybody except for herself. I think so. I think when she comes online every time and she says, oh, I'm going to really try this time. I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to start a new diet. I think she's telling the truth at that time. I think she's trying to convince herself more than anybody else. Chantel has shown us time and time again, she doesn't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. Like, obviously. She's trying to convince herself. Like, this isn't about you, Yaba. Yuck. Sick fuck.
So where now her challenge, she loves challenges so much, is to prove to the internet that even when you are a bedbound death fat, that you can make it possible to travel and have fun. Make that make sense.
Bitch, you are like 1 fucking foot long with everything hot dog away from, sauntering fucking bed boundary yourself. Like, please stop it. Please fucking stop it. There's a reason why, like, the next stream that we're going to be reacting to together, she appears on camera. This was about a month ago. Like, it's so obvious why you no longer appear on camera. It's so fucking obvious because you, like FFG and so many others, this Chantel fucking hate money has made y'all gain fucking weight. I don't understand how one could allow themselves to overindulge in fucking whatever the fuck it is that's making them gain so much poundage on their hypocritical fucking journey to criticize another fat woman for the same shit they struggle with. Like, I get flabbergasted out as this ridiculous fucking reality even comes out of my own face because it's so ridiculous. I can't believe it's real life ever.
She really was miserable in Thailand. And again, Maritz's life, I'm going to say that was a minimum of 75 pounds ago. Anyway, Chantel, that is what we call around here a choice. Okay. You chose this life for whatever reason. Don't know. What? Doesn't make any sense to me. But
wait a second. Is that real? Barbara says, Sam spilled the beans that you watch Chantel when you eat McDonald's breakfast. Is that real? Yo, that doesn't surprise me at all. These are the type of bitches. This whole audience, this whole fucking hypocritical hate audience, them's the type of bitches who would sit there stuffing their own fucking face with God knows what, and then watch Chantel simultaneously to make themselves feel better about the thousands of empty calories that they're fucking shoveling in their gob. Like, these are exactly these type of people, man.
But let's hear what she has to say, shall we?
Hello, foodie booties. Hi, we interrupt this program for a Burger King. Like for me, I don't like the situation I'm in. I wish I was able to change it a bit. I didn't. So this is the
right off the bat, right out the gate. I'm not understanding what you're saying here. Okay, I'm not understanding, so I'm gonna tap it back and I'm gonna play it again. Excuse me, I was trying to catch a drink. I thought we had at least a few seconds, but we did not, did we?
Like for me, I don't like the situation I'm in. I wish I was able to change it a bit.
You don't like the situation you're in. You wish you were able to change it.
Yo, honestly, Silvana says, I had McDonald's as a breakfast one time in my life, laughing my ass off. I've got to say, if I'm going to choose a fast food breakfast, I'm going to choose Dunkin' Donuts. What I will usually get is egg and cheese on a English muffin. To me, that is the best kind. And I get hash browns, and then I put the hash browns on the sandwich. That is the only fast food breakfast that I indulge in. Sandy S says, okay, caught up. And yes, the donation was because I had just finished the bag of gummies. And maybe, just maybe, I was a little, high and loved that I found a new treat to eat while smoking. Aren't they amazing, though, Sandy S? They're so amazing. I have never found a gummy that has sour weaved in the gummy instead of having that shitty like sour sugar on the outside. To me, that's what makes them. Yo, you know what else? Yo, these are super hard to find, but it's the same exact type of thing. They're little sneakers, and they're Haribo as well. They sell them sometimes at my Dollar Tree, but they're sour, weaved through, no sugar on the outside. I think they're called some kind of kicks, but they're little sneakers and they're really good too. I don't remember the name of them. Oh. Sandia says yes, and sour without the powder. I told my husband that's why they're so. Yo, I'm telling you, yo, if next time I see the sneakers again, I'll make sure to grab them and find out the name because the sneakers are even better. Because there's no sweet, they're just sour, and the flavors are better. Like the fruit flavor choices are even better than the snakes. But I'm telling you guys, if you've never tried the twin snakes, you must. They're amazing. See, Sandy S fucking, she'll tell you she agrees.
Yeah, well, you could have did all of those things. You don't like it. You don't like being overweight. You don't like struggling. You don't like going and traveling and struggling to get on the plane, struggling to get off the plane, struggling to fit in the plane bathroom, all of those things. And you wish you could.
KCG, they're Haribo Gummy Twin Snakes. The bag is green. They sell them at my Dollar Tree. They probably sell them at your local 7-Eleven. They're called Twin Snakes. And yo, look for the sneakers too. They're even better. I promise.
You can change it. You absolutely can change it. You just too lazy. You don't want to put effort into anything. If it requires effort, you'd rather not.
Wait. Okay. What the fuck is a question mark says Haribo Zing Sour Kicks. I think you're right. I think that is what those sneakers are called. But like I said, they're so hard to fucking find. I'm shocked that you even knew the name of them. Sandy S says she got her little twin snakes at Walmart. So that's another store that sells them. Yes. Oh my God. Twin steaks and sour kicks. And yo, if anybody ever finds sour kicks, let me know because even where I live, I've only ever seen them a few times at my Dollar Tree. So if any other stores sell them, let me know.
Can't be bothered. So we don't believe any of that you're saying. I wish I could have changed it. You absolutely could. You act like you're paralyzed from the neck down or something. You act like you've got some kind of cancer.
Yo. Sylvale says, ever had the Double D sour gummy bears? 50 calories for one serve, sugar-free and sour. Listen. For everybody. Be very careful when it comes to sugar-free gummies, sugar-free candies in general, because instead of sugar, they use sugar alcohols, and that shit works almost better than fucking X-Lax. You ever seen that video or read that Amazon review of the person who ate the sugar-free gummy bears? That shit will make you, everything you have left in your colon, you will it will explode out of your body. I'm telling you, be careful, guys. Sandy S said, you're going to shit your pants. Not only are you going to shit your pants, you're going to shit your whole fucking wardrobe. You're going to shit your house. You're going to shit your bathtub. You're going to shit everywhere for hours. And it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt and feel like your asshole is on fucking fire. Please be careful. I almost say the sugar's worth it. Like, just eat the sugar, man. Just eat the sugar. Shit on the ceiling, shit on the walls. Yo, go and look. You know who did it? What's his name? What the fuck is that guy's name who says, have a good day? I forgot his fucking channel name, but he did a test where he ate an entire fucking, I think, a pound of sugar-free gummies, and then he filmed the audio on a YouTube video. It was a nightmare in the bathroom. It's crazy.
That there's no cure for. You act like you just can't put the fork down and then your wishes will come true. They sure will. You've even had the opportunity in Kuwait to take some kind of classes.
My God, what? Nikki B says, like that one Chantel story when she shit up the couple's bathroom after a failed threesome. Holy shit, does this still exist on the internet? How because that sounds like an old Chantel story. How out of all of the Chantel stories did I manage to miss this one? Like, does that still exist? I want to watch that. I want to hear that story. I want to react to it together. Shit and vomit. I was coming out of all fucking ends. Oh my God, we need to watch it together. Yo, and yes, oh my God, Dove, it is LA Beast. He's the one who filmed himself eating the Haribo sugarless gummies and fucking shit all over the walls and filmed the audio of it. Have a good day. I can't believe he's still making videos. He's been doing that shit. I just remember his channel name. It's Skippy 6-2able or something. It's like some old school fucking AOL name. Skippy 6-2able, right?
Will help you with your nutrition and the things that you should be eating. And you shit all over that too. You sucked up all the resources just so they could get you to a place where you could go back to your dump of an apartment and continue to do what got you in that position in the first place. They're giving you resources. They're offering you classes. And what does Chantel do? She shits all over it as per. Oh, Patricia, I missed your message, hon, but thank you for the support. I swear, this browser is going to drive me crazy.
Yes, yo, Vintage Camera Girl. Vintage Camera Girl says there's an Amazon review of sugar-free Haribo that is amazing. Yes, it is. So it went viral. It's amazing. That is the reason why LA Beast did the challenge in the first place. Because of that Amazon review, it became popular for people to do that talent challenge, to try and eat, to see how many sugarless gummies it took to make them fucking explode diarrhea out of every fucking orifice in their body. So yeah, that's the reason why he did it. That was probably one of the funniest, best fucking Amazon reviews I've ever personally read. And yo, if you're interested, if you've never read it before, just Google it. It will come up right away. Just type in Amazon review for sugarless gummy bears. Yikes.
Let me see if I see Patricia in the chat, see what I missed. Yeah, I put the fork down. Hey, Kimberlina, good to see you. Sorry I wasn't looking at chat. Sleeping on Scissors says she is not.
What do we got here?
Everybody's looking for.
Not disabled. She is unabled. I agree with that 100%. Yeah, don't come on here telling us what you wish you could do and you wish would happen. I mean,
look at that. I don't know why, but that comment really disgusts me. They're saying she's not disabled, she's unabled. Just any and every way that they can to try and demean Chantel, her struggles, it's like, oh my God. Is there anything that Chantel could ever experience or go through that they would be like, wow, I feel sorry for her, or wow, I have empathy for her? Do you know this is coming from the same people that she was taken advantage of, groomed, and sexually abused by a much older man when she was a young teen? This is from the same people who fucking blame her for her own fucking mistreatment by a grown man. These are the same people. I need you to keep that shit in mind.
Come on, Chantel. It's just so pathetic. Will you listen to yourself? Will you get the poutine out of your ears and take a listen to what you're saying? It sounds ridiculous.
I didn't. So this is the situation I have to deal with. How am I going to make it comfortable? How am I going to make it?
You're not going to be able to make it comfortable. You will have to suffer through, unfortunately. There is no making 500.
Yeah, Nikki B says, it goes without saying that Chantel is no angel. I hate that I even have to preface with that, but the dehumanization is so creepy. Yes, I understand better than most the like feeling the need to preface, but it's like that goes without saying. I have to do it all the time as well, because people will legitimately take me or anyone criticizing Yaba for her disgusting fucking behavior or words towards Chantel. People will take that as defense of Chantel, when no, what it actually is moral consistency. If you are somebody who is against exploitation of children sexually by grown, disgusting men, then that should be across the board. You shouldn't be making excuses for the grown, disgusting man because, their victim in your eyes is a terrible person. It's called moral consistency, and people forget that two things can be true at the same time. Hell, several things can be true at the same time, Yikes. Capone Boxer says, how dare you defend Chantel by talking about Yaba and not Chantel? Jarella says, two morbidly obese women, one who also has type 2 diabetes, making fun of Chantel, knowing that we all know now, is ridiculous. I don't know who you're talking about. Who also has type 2 diabetes that you're talking about? I've always suspected, but I don't know that for sure. Who do you mean? Nikki B says, these bitches need to get a BetterHelp sponsorship or something. They need to fix their mentals for real. I think it goes, Sam does? No. Are you fucking kidding? Yo, when did that come out? When did that fucking come out to the public, guys? How did I miss this? What? Snowy Tit says, people coming in here when you criticize reactors to say, but what about Chantel? Are the most childish, brain dead opinion. Yeah, I can't handle it. See, Elizabeth says Sam has the beatus. Yeah, dude, how did I not know this? It seems like there's a bunch of people in chat who are surprised by this revelation as well. Silveo says, wait, beatus confirmed? When was it confirmed? Jarella says some time ago. Wow. That's craziness, man. I'm sorry to say, but and especially knowing that your fucking wife has diabetes type 2 and still she has a fucking emoji that she calls chinsulin. It makes everything. Oh, Yaba told Belinda? What? Is that how it came out? Oh, what? I'm shocked.
50 pounds comfortable to travel. No, you're not. You're not going to be able to make it comfortable. You're going to have to suffer. And you know that because you know how bad it was for you all the other times. I mean, hell, we talk about Thailand, but let's not forget, she just had to travel to Canada. What was it? 3 months ago, she was in Canada. And she talked about how bad it was then. Was she able to make it comfortable then? No. Is she going to be able to make it comfortable now? No. She's going to have to.
And yo, if you can, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep this up, but I'm gonna try. Like with the shilling, etc. If you can donate, if you want to support the channel and help to ensure that I can continue streaming, please donate if you can. If you want to support my message and what I'm doing here, I would really appreciate it. I'm going to try to do that, guys, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm going to try, though. I mean, like the shilling, etc. This is not in my fucking nature, you feel me? Oy, oy, oy. She conveniently doesn't mention. I mean, of course not. Would you? If you were hypocritically fucking hippoing about someone else's weight, etc., like, of course she fucking doesn't. Yikes. Nikki B says, my mom has type 1. These types think that the type 2 is better because it can be reversed. That's not true. It can go into remission, but the damage that is done to your body is done. Here's what it actually is. Type 1 you're born with. So it's not as a result of lifestyle choices, but type 2 is as a result of lifestyle choices. That is the facts, you know. Apocalypse Punch says, I believe she is pre-diabetic. She just has to watch what she eats, just like Chantel was for years, but ignored it and is now diabetic. Wow. See, that makes more sense to me. I find that easier to believe. So Sam is not diabetic to the point where she needs to use insulin. She's pre-diabetic, so that the markers are there. She's in the beginning stages of it. See, that seems more believable to me.
Suffer through the travel. Say that instead. Okay, there we go, Patricia. She makes me so angry using services for the truly disabled. I think everybody can agree with that, Patricia. Absolutely. And thank you so much for the support, hun. Yeah, but the genie, the amount of explaining I have to do. My husband saw your drawing in the support group, Mel. Sorry, take your husband. I love you so much. Oh. Thank you so much for the support. What do you want from me? I thought it was cool. I figured you guys really enjoyed that. You know, I'm like an artist. I'm just showing you like my new hobby. You know, I'm really taking it serious, guys. And I want you all to know how serious I'm taking it. So I made it a fucking sticker. You're welcome. Fucking welcome, man. I'd say a give or take, TM. Yeah, for sure. Probably around 2K. I think Chantel's definitely down to about 2K. Yeah, and no taxes in Kuwait. Exactly. But honestly, listen, she's not a resident of Kuwait. I mean, yeah, she's been there for how long now? I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know how that works in Canada, but I don't know why she still wouldn't be.
And you know what else that proves? Apocalypse Punch says Sam just talked about having to switch to unsweet tea because of it. And do you know what that proves? Like, look at Sam. There is a big difference in size and in weight between Chantel and Sam. That just goes to show that weight really is not, it's not a good predictor of diabetes at the very least. Because Sam, while she's overweight, she's not nearly as overweight as Chantel, yet she too is pre-diabetic. Just keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? You can never really tell just by looking at somebody. And just because somebody weighs less than another does not mean that they're healthier. Not at all.
Owing taxes to Canada. Isn't she still like considered a citizen of Canada? Thank you, DG. Thank you. That's right. Some appreciation finally. Hey, Gulfport girl. Good to see you. That's what I thought too, Sassy Mama. She still has to file. She's going to need more than compression socks.
How does Laffy Taffy make mouths so happy? It's smooth and satisfying. Fruity.
Socks for this trip.
Laffy Taffy is gross, by the way.
Hey, Lightning Bug. She sure is. Them compression socks are only going to take you so far, okay? Before they have to show you what they're really meant for, to prevent. That's what's going to end up happening.
It's crunch time, and I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready. This is just going to be...
What else have you had to do? You do nothing. You go no...
Yeah, what I mean... Rio says weight is an excellent predictor for insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. It just isn't definitive. What I'm saying is you can't judge from person to person. Like, two bodies are not going to react the same, like, depending on their weight in comparison to each other. Like, you cannot say, oh, just because I weigh this much less than this person, that I'm definitely more healthy. If you're both overweight, then you both have the potential for negative consequences, and that, like, the severity of that depends on genetics mostly. But I'm just saying, I'm talking in comparison to each other, because that's what people love to do, especially in this space. They love to post pictures of themselves. They love to say, hey, but I'm fucking 5 pounds less than Chantel, so I'm definitely better off than. That's what I'm saying you can't do. You can't fucking do that. That's not, it doesn't make sense.
Where you don't even leave you can't even use an excuse like, I've been hanging out with my girls, we've been doing shit, we've been shopping, going out, having coffee, living our best life, so I've had to put this shit off. You can't even use that for an excuse. You've been sitting in the apartment, rotting away, still position, laying down, looking at your phone, staring at it, reading chat, and doing nothing else. There's zero reason why you should not be ready to travel. Oh, Stephanie C., good to see you, girl. Thank you for being a member for 14 months. Let us know when you get it. You're going to love it so much. And I know she's not just talking about packing, that she's also talking about physically she's not ready to travel, but she's also talking about
Yo, I don't know about you guys, but tell me not. I don't know why, but it comes off as jealousy. The way that Yaba talks about Chantel's traveling, even the way sometimes Yaba talks about Chantel's relationship, it comes off as definite obsessive, but a lot of the time I get these weird notes of fucking jealousy, of envy. Like, what is it? Are you unhappy with your life choices? Unhappy that you don't have the freedom to just up and travel whenever you fucking want to? Like, I don't know what it is. Do you guys know what I mean? Do you ever get that fucking feeling like I do?
she's not even done packing. She, for whatever reason, her 2 oversized 7X abayas, it's still not packed. I don't know why. I don't know what the problem is. But again, this is Chantel. We're never going to understand any of it when it comes down to it. Look at this. You got your pens, you got your pencils, your highlighters. She's about to show us how to travel fat. Please, you have the floor, ma'am.
Like, yo, why don't you show us how to travel fat? Oh, because you don't fucking travel? Like, I'm telling you, it's fucking jealousy.
Can I? Oh, who's that? I don't even know who that is. Hey, Tater Tot Pondu, who's that skinny legend on the screen? I just really feel like at this point you can't say how you can't really title your videos "How to Travel Fat" because you are just you are severely beyond that at this point. We are no longer at that point where we can just say "How to Travel Fat."
Do you know another thing that I like? Do you really think you need to tell Chantel over and over and over again? Like, do you think she lives in her own body? She is the one firsthand suffering the consequences of her own addiction. And the need, this is why it comes off as bullying and fucking mean girl. Just another fat woman taking the first opportunity she's ever had to mean girl another fucking human being. Like, do you really, what do you think you're doing? Telling her, yelling this shit in her direction over and over and over again. Do you think that she doesn't fucking know? Obviously, this isn't helping fucking anybody. It's not helping anybody but your own fucking pockets. But that's the goal, right? Like, oy vey. This is what probably pisses me off the most, is that this hatred and these feelings, they don't even come from a real place, very obviously. It's not like we're talking to somebody who's obsessed with fitness and obsessed with health, that is genuinely disgusted and disturbed by the struggles of a woman who she just can't understand. Like, it's so fraudulent and fucking gross and genuinely does harm in every fucking direction, in my opinion.
It would be basically How to Travel being bedbound. Who's that? Who's the skinny person on my screen here? Are you telling me Are you telling me that you're smaller now than what you were then? I'm pretty sure this is when she first arrived in Kuwait. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but go ahead, Chantel. Continue.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So the purpose of this video today is going to be talking about traveling as an obese person, somebody who's severely...
Ooh, Apocalypse Punch has a different opinion and says, no, I don't get that feeling from Yaba. She's always said that she doesn't like traveling. I think she just doesn't understand the desire to travel. If that's true, then that explains a lot to me. I see it from a different angle then. Is she really one of those small town fucking bumpkins that is just happy to feel like a big fish in a small pond? Like, wow. See, that's another possibility in my mind. Yaba probably fancies herself like, oh God. She probably enjoys feeling like a big fish in the small pond that is her small town where everybody else is struggling but her because of her fat bitch hypocritical hate. Like, yikes. I'm telling you, these are the worst type of fucking people there are in the world.
really overweight like myself, and how I manage to travel long distances, how I manage to travel at all as an overweight person. And I'm sure that there are a lot of obese people out there who would love to travel, but they're just afraid to for certain reasons, albeit the stigma that goes along with being overweight, the reception from public.
Honestly, they should be. I mean, listen, there are levels to the shit. We're not going to go over that again. But when we do get down to somebody Chantel's size and somebody in Chantel's condition, okay, there's good.
Yeah, see, Snowy Tit says it's pretty. Hold on, let me put it on the screen. Snowy Tit says it's pretty easy and common to not be ready in the morning. Don't see why it's a criticism of Chantel. See, I'm glad you brought that up because, yes, that is something that most people would absolutely relate to. And of course, instead of admitting that, oh, I can relate to that sometimes on a bad day, on a bad morning, it becomes a criticism of Chantel instead. Do you know how many different things she does just like this? These are the things that make what goes on here fucking ridiculous. Will Boot says Chantel size? Your size, Flaba? Exactly. Fucking exactly.
Good reasons why people should be, kind of nervous to travel. Like you could have a medical emergency. Let's say you're going out of the country. That's a big deal to have a medical emergency in a different country. What if something really goes wrong? So
what are you talking about? Like, you would celebrate. You would be allegedly, you say you'd be the first to celebrate if something happened to her in a negative medical way. This is why I can't stand the ping-ponging back and forth between acting like, oh, Chantel, why don't you care about your health, while actively demeaning her and fucking talking about celebrating the potential for the day she dies. Like, man, just shut the fuck up. You don't get to say shit like that when you talk about wearing her ashes when she dies in a pendant around your fucking neck, like the sick fuck that you are.
Depending on like exactly how big you are and how bad your health is, maybe it's best if you don't travel until you get that taken care of. Why risk it? Why take that chance for you and for other people? Like sometimes it's okay to admit, like, I've let myself get to a point to where I don't need to be traveling right now. I don't need to be worrying about traveling. I need to be worrying about taking care of myself. And then maybe when you get yourself in a better position, then think about traveling. And it's okay to say that.
But dude, see, this is what I'm saying. I relate to this as well. Sandy S says, I work from home and I'm still in my PJs from last night. Yo, absolutely too. Most of the time I work from home as well. And sometimes if I have a block of time where I don't have to go out and interact with the fucking human world, I will never get fucking dressed with outside clothing. Not to mention, Sandy S, I don't know about you, but I have two distinctive wardrobes. I have one wardrobe that's just inside clothes that I would never step outside wearing. And then, outside interaction with other people clothing. So I fucking feel you and I relate.
At this point, walking adventures, yes. I'd say she's right at 2 to 3K. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. You're right, Buttercrumpet. She never, ever talks about travel insurance, and I guarantee you she doesn't have any.
Oh my
She doesn't take anything
God.
serious. And if she doesn't,
Now they're giving her shit about travel insurance. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but I'm fucking poor, okay? Never, not one time ever in my fucking life have I purchased travel insurance ever. Okay? Like, oh, how good your fat bitch hypocritical hate money allows you to be able to afford. Probably not anyway. She's probably just being a fucking hypocrite. She's probably never purchased travel insurance either. It's just more nonsense to give Chantel fucking hell about. Ugh.
absolutely have to have it. And if it's not food related, she's not going to waste the money on it. You had a medical emergency in China. It was terrifying. I would imagine it is. I could not imagine. I can imagine being in another state and having a medical emergency. Listen, I know that anything can happen to anybody at any time. I'm aware of that. But when you already know the condition that you're in and you're struggling to go outside and walk 4 minutes and you have to sit down on a bench, odds are you're not in any kind of shape to get on a plane and travel to another country.
What do you mean? What does she mean? If you have to sit down on a bench, what does she think? Chantel is like physically flapping her fucking wings and flying the plane herself? All you gotta do is sit in a fucking chair. You board the plane, you sit on a chair, acting like she's carrying the whole fucking load on her back and doing physical calisthenics to fucking get to the destination. Like, bitch, shut up. Stop making shit up.
Okay, Cancer Warrior, I'll look at it when I get done watching this video. Thank you, hun.
I'm not sure how it's,
Hey, Solidia.
overweight people are treated in different countries, to the actual logistics of traveling, like the physical part, how it's hard, mobility wise, or plane traveling and stuff like that. Will you fit in the seats, and little fears, fears that overweight people tend
Will you fit in a seat? Anyways.
to have when it comes to traveling. So I'm just going to talk a bit about my personal experience, in particular in regards to my current trip coming up. Now, I will say, I've been saying for months, I want to get ready for the trip. I want to lose some weight for the trip.
You sure have. You've been talking like that since you got in Kuwait, girl. You've been saying all of those things since you got there. And you know what has happened? And this kind of pinpoints back to what we've been talking about of why, especially for Chantel, these diets that she tries to go on are so dangerous, because we've watched it happen. And why have we watched Chantel gain such a significant amount of weight in Kuwait? Because she's always starting her diet Monday. Hey, Stacey. She's always starting Monday. So
Dude, there's always a fucking criticism. It's either Chantel is doing nothing, she's doing a dangerous diet. No matter what Chantel does, Yaba will always find a way to fucking criticize it. Even if Yaba struggles the same, even if she can relate, even if her fucking wife can relate, it's always, I can't fucking handle people like this.
So what happens if she's always
People like this, I'm telling you seriously, and I say this often, but hypocritical fucking people like this is genuinely what make our world a terrible place to live in.
starting, hey, fatty behavior, starting her diet Monday? We'll go over it again in case you haven't been paying attention. You didn't write it down. You didn't highlight it in your notebook. She overcompensates. She gets scared. So she's indulging in all the things that she loves and wants to eat, the pizzas, the cookies, the noodles, the Subways, the extra mayos. Like, she is really going overboard because she's always starting Monday over, because she's always working towards this life change so she can travel and be more comfortable. And she never achieves that goal. And what ends up happening is, instead of her losing any weight, she's gaining an enormous amount of weight since she's landed. And
yes, yo, it's so funny you say that. Snowy Tits says, I'll start my diet Monday. Funny and relatable when someone else says it. In fact, that sounds like something that they would, put on a shitty fucking mug and sell it to their fucking audience. No, doesn't that sound just like the kind of saying that they would steal from the internet and fucking throw it on their Temu merch and mark it up to holy hell? Snowy Tit says, I'll start my diet Monday. Funny and relatable when someone else says it. Bad and serious when Chantel says it.
Kuwait, you can't deny that. Chantel, unless you go home or to the US, almost every other place in the world is going to point and laugh at you. You are 5 people in one in some places. Very good. And listen, we love to see it. Thank you so much for your support, hon. Maggie Flowers, hello, hello. As always, Cutie is behind in the trend. The fat acceptance community already has this topic covered. No one needs your misinformed, ignorant takes, Cutie. Yeah, and that reminds me. Poor people have body positivity. Rich people have Ozempic. That shit will never get old. Hey, friendly Karen.
It'll never get old. Ugh.
Doesn't advise to call the airline for all the accommodations once. This whole video was just how to do everything.
Once. Why the fuck? I'm telling you, like, for a long time, I thought that she just had an accent, but no. This is a speech impediment. I've never heard another fucking individual that has the same type of speech impediment and accent going at the same time like Yaba does. Holy fucking hell.
I agree, Karen. Absolutely. Just be an inconvenience to everybody. Change everything for me because I am super entitled. Thank you for your support, hon. Hey, Sarah Jane. Welcome to the board. Thank you so much for being a poor piece of crap. Please feel free to take the chinsulin for a spin.
Oh, chinsulin! I don't know why that makes me so sick. That makes me so fucking angry. The fact that her own wife is pre-diabetic and she has made a little emoji to mock somebody whose addiction is, they're struggling so badly with their addiction that she made a fucking emoji to mock their need for fucking insulin, and they call it chinsulin. And again, to mock her chin when fucking 95% of your entire face is chin, bitch. Like, you got some fucking nerve. You got some fucking huge chins of steel. Fucking hippo.
Like Carrie at the prom. Hold on, damn it. You guys can't even see what I'm working with over here. Fucking Windows. Let me see if I can resize this shit. Get me going this morning. I'm already hot.
Because I 100% don't dispute the fact that, you know, if I lose weight, my mobility will increase greatly. I'll feel better. I'll be able to do a lot more.
Oh, so you can admit that. But your addiction is...
Yo, her wife... Are you saying that in defense? Capone Boxer said her wife mocked fetal alcohol syndrome. Are you saying that because like it's retaliation because she mocked fetal alcohol syndrome and Yaba has looking like she has fetal alcohol syndrome? Oh, I know what you're saying, and I agree. It's like low-key revenge. I feel you. I get you, Capone Boxer.
It just overpowers the want and desire.
They're low-key taking digs at each other for all to see. And it just goes right over the fucking audience's head. That would be amazing.
Be able to, I don't know, walk. And so you got to get on the line on the internet and just constantly cry about it and then never do nothing about it. It's exhausting. I mean, if anything at this point, why don't you just be one of those? Seriously, what people are saying in the chat.
No, I have said this before. Damn it, Amber says, for some reason, I think that Sam taking advantage of Yaba like this is somehow a violation of the ADA. I have said this before. I genuinely feel like Yaba has special fucking needs. I genuinely sometimes it makes me question my own self and reacting to her because it's like, am I sitting here punching down on a fucking Riri? Because sometimes it genuinely feels like that, you know? Americans with Disabilities Act is what ADA stands for. It seems like she has a mental deficiency, like a learning disability. And like, that's not a crime, but I think it may just be a fact, you know?
Just go ahead and just be one of those fat acceptance people. You can't even do that. You're not even willing to do that because you always want to lie and say, I'm going to do it this time, guys. It's really going to happen. You're going to see. I'm going to travel. I'm going to be a skinny legend. I'm going to go to all these places, blah, 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 blah.
But as it turns out, I've been struggling a lot and I haven't been able to meet my goal. And
oh, you don't say, huh? Well, how come your scale's been saying differently? How long ago was it? Let me just go over here and take a look. I'm going to go ahead and take the time.
Did she? Legal Egg just said, didn't Yaba just shame you in a tweet about grifting audiences for paying her bills? Or do you mean my bills? I'm assuming that's what you mean. Didn't Yaba just shame you in a tweet about grifting audiences for paying her bills? I'm assuming you mean mine, but here's what I gotta say. What is the difference? What would you prefer? Would you prefer someone who lies to you, shits in a bag, and tries to sell it to you for $20? Or would you prefer somebody who will say, hey, donate to help so I can have a better stream, so we can have a better stream here together? Like, it's so ridiculous to try and criticize me. I make no fucking money doing this. In fact, so I'm using my time to stream. And for a long time, it cost me money to do so. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so how anybody can criticize me is fucking beyond me. You expect me to dedicate my time and then pay more? Like, for the stream time, for the internet? Like, fuck you. That's ridiculous. And here's the thing, too. Why it's even more ridiculous is because you think these people care about what they're talking about? You think they care about the messages that they're spewing? Take away their monetization, take away their ability to make money. These motherfuckers would never stream again. They would never stream again. You think they care about you? You think they care about the message? You think they care about entertaining you? It's all about fucking money making. But it's a problem if I'm like, hey, if you support what I'm doing here and you want to help contribute so that I don't have to, pay, so I'm not even breaking fucking even. Like, come on, fuck you. It's always projection. It's always hypocrisy and genuine fear. Like, there's an obvious reason why she doesn't want people to donate, because obviously, how long would somebody be willing to do that without you guys donating? I don't think, under the circumstances of where the world is going, I don't think I would be able to stream without your guys' help at this point. So I think that's the goal at the end of the day, Like, yikes.
To gun over to your channel and take a look-see, because I know it hasn't been that long ago. Let's see.
What?
Fast food fell. Oh, here we go. 12 days ago.
Wait a second, because that's a lie. And if Nikki B says, didn't you know that the YouTube Underground is a 501c nonprofit organization? Did she really file that as that? Because if she did, okay, I was going to say that's fucking fraud. I'm so glad you told me that you were joking, because that would be like legitimate fucking fraud if that was the case. Thank you for telling me very quickly. AK's nose job is next says, I'm surprised they haven't demanded Pistachio to show the internet receipts. They would say you're using the money for something else, if you know what I mean. Oh, they already have. I just don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck at all. Everybody and their mother have said that. People tried to say in the very beginning, oh, you better stop donating to Pistachio. She uses it for drugs. You're helping to enable her death. Meanwhile, at the same time, they're all fucking calling for my death. They would celebrate if I actually died. So yes, of course they did that. I just don't give a shit, For me, when we're talking about Alona, she comes from a different place anyway, because Alona is not a hypocrite. So even if and when Alona is mean, to me, it's warranted and it's more understandable, because she doesn't come from a place or struggles or a body where she can understand. But from fat bitches who struggle very similarly, like, they have no place to get angry or disgusted or mad. To me, it's very different when it comes from Alona. Very fucking different.
12 days ago, you uploaded a video claiming to be 330 pounds. Shall I read it? Full day of eating at 330 pounds. You know what I have to say about that? Lies. And there's another one around here. Let me go look for it. There's her plus size haul. Not that one. Where's that?
That's such a good point. Snowy Tit says, proof chat isn't 30 minutes behind now. That's probably a good point. That's probably why I've never felt the need. One of the reasons why I've never felt the need to show proof is because there has been such an obvious change since I've had the new internet. It's been, at least for me, it's been night and day difference. And I'm not a fucking liar. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like Yaba, a proven fucking several times over fucking liar. So no, I'm not gonna fucking tap dance for your entertainment when I'm not a fucking liar. You know what I mean? These people are fucking ridiculous. And it's all projection. Just because you're a liar, don't fucking project that shit onto me, homegirl hippo bitch.
That one that she uploaded not that long ago, where she talks about eating whatever she wants and losing weight. Was that a live stream? Where was that at? I know it was recently. Was it the full day of eating? Is that the one that she did? Yeah, but anyway, about it. Doesn't matter. I'll find it. Maybe it was that video. Pasta weigh-in, diabetes. That was a month ago. And the point is that you've been claiming this whole time that you've been on a weight loss journey, that you've actually lost weight eating whatever you want. Now all of a sudden you're walking this shit back. Now all of a sudden you're the biggest that you've ever been. But that is not what you've been saying, Chantel. You've been trying to convince the internet that you've been losing weight. What happened to that? Why aren't we hearing about, oh, guys, yes, I'm so excited to travel because guess what? I'm down such and such pounds. Hey, Streetcar, I'm down this much weight. So I know that traveling is not going to be as bad as it was when I went home to...
What weight are you down, big old 370? Like the fucking nerve. What weight are you down? Why are you concerning yourself with the weight and the health of other women when you have children? You have fucking young children that is your responsibility to care for, that you spend all of your fucking time and energy and obsession on talking about, obsessing over the health and the weight of a fucking stranger that you claim to hate. Somebody please make that shit make sense to me. Please. I don't fucking get it. In what world can any of that make fucking logical sense?
Canada 3 months ago, or it's definitely not going to be as bad as it was when I went to Thailand last year. Things are on the up and up. Are we hearing that? No. So how in the hell are you sitting down making videos telling us that you've lost X amount of pounds, but yet you're selling...
and thank you, Silvana, for continuing to share the link. I really appreciate that, Silvana. And please, guys, if you can, if you would, if you want to support and help to make sure that I continue to stream the way that I always have, please donate to support the channel and my message if you can, if you would. I appreciate you always.
And sitting here telling us today, that was 12 days ago. 12 days ago that she sat down and told us that she was 330 pounds, which is like, I don't know, 50 pounds lighter than she was when she traveled. When she got there, I'm so confused. So
I'm confused what the fucking problem is always and why you give such a shit about somebody else's fucking weight and health. Focus on your own fucking side of the street, hey? The fuck are you doing? Fucking child.
So why are you getting big mad at us? What's the big deal about how much I weigh?
Why are you getting big mad at anybody but your goddamn self, Yaba? Why do you care is the question. What the fuck are you doing?
Why don't y'all come up and get on the scale? At least I show myself. At least I do weigh-ins. What's the point of doing a weigh-in if you're messing with the scale?
Who are you to criticize her? And at least she fucking gets on camera and gets on the scale. Who are you to say anything, criticize her for anything when you won't even fucking turn the camera on? Oh, and you did. Yo, it's so funny. I'll never forget that fucking Mr. Snowflake genuinely could not tell the difference between Yaba and Chantel. Like, Yaba, did you ever see that clip? That should be a big eye opener for you. Your homeboy, fucking Mr. Snowflake, he could not even fucking tell the difference. He called you an it. In his mind, to his eyeballs, your fucking visage was so blob-like and indistinguishable from a human being shape that he couldn't even fucking tell what gender you were. And if you were a different fucking entity from Chantel, like that should be a huge eye opener for you.
You're obviously messing with the scale. So why are you trying to fucking gaslight, manipulate,
It
and just
has
flat
blue
out lie about this shit? What's the point of it? I mean, if you don't want people talking about your weight, fair. You're the one that's coming on here, camming up, getting on the scale, obviously doing something to it to make it say a number that's much less than what you actually weigh. It's just
Bro, at least she fucking appears on camera and gets on the scale. At least Chantel focuses on her own fucking life and her own fucking issues instead of seeking out somebody worse off than herself and pointing the finger in hopes that nobody, takes a look at her own fucking problems instead. I'm sorry to tell you, but you are the worst person. You're the more pathetic person in this fucking scenario, no matter how you slice it. Like, yikes.
so messed up, dude. And you wonder why you get the shit that you get. But you go on camera and just weigh up or cam up and weigh in. Well, for what? You're not weighing in. You're getting online and lying about it, and you're choosing to do that. You have no reason to get online and get on a scale and weigh in and lie about it. You could just not weigh in at all. That's an option.
Yeah, like I do. Just find someone who's worse off than yourself and, point your finger at them. And then nobody will give a fuck about how fat you are. This is legitimately the kind of fucking advice coming from Yaba. This is her advice. If you want people to not care about how fat you are, then find someone fatter and just talk about how fat they are instead. And don't even bother to get on the scale. Don't even bother to pretend to try. Like, oh, you know what? Do not make a YouTube channel about your own life, your own relationship, your own struggles. Nay, 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 nay. Find somebody who's worse off and struggling and, close to, to their rock bottom and just point your finger and fucking laugh at them instead. These are the fucking Yaba rules of life. Yikes.
It's crazy. But now, present day, 2 days ago, the other video was 12 days ago, where she claimed to be 330 pounds, eating whatever she wants and still losing weight. Does that ring a bell? Does that ring a bell to anybody? And then present day, I'm still not ready to travel and I'm bigger than ever. Motherfucker, get rid of my internet. I can't take it anymore. Yeah, Miss Ann, that's true. No coincidence. She got this
bitch. I cannot. 370, like I'm telling you, there's obvious reason for why that number bothered her so much. Fucking, can you imagine Alona just simply uttering the word 370? It made Yaba consider Alona a fucking arch enemy forevermore. To me, that is proof alone that she was spot the fuck on accurate. No?
the same scale as the Villa one. Oh, you mean the one where Peter
It's ready.
weighed in and it was 100 pounds off? Oh, you mean that scale, the one that she knows how to change, I guess, to tear it or whatever? I didn't even know that you could do that kind of stuff with the fucking scale. Why would you want to? Why would you take the time to buy yourself a scale so you can track how much weight you are gaining, losing, just how much you weigh, just to be able to tear it out? To take,
dude, the tear function is pretty fucking useful. It's so you let's use this as an example. Let's use somebody who has a disability as an example. Let's just say you're trying to track your weight, but you have a artificial leg. Like, you know what I mean? And you know the weight of your leg. You could just take it off, or you could weigh yourself with your artificial leg on and just tear out the weight of the leg. That's just one example, but there are many other different reasons for why the tear function is needed and necessary. I know in terms of small scales, like the tear function is useful if you're weighing food, so you can tear out the weight of the container that you're using to weigh the food in. Like, the tear function is pretty useful. It's not meant to fucking lie to people on the internet. Like, this fucking idiot has no idea. It seems like she has no idea anything that has anything to do with anything in the world ever. It's like she's brand new to everything. She's never educated herself on anything fucking ever.
Take about 100 pounds off, to take 70, whatever the number may be. At that time, it was 100. Do y'all remember that? When Peter got on it, wasn't it 100 pounds different? He was like, oh that's not right. I don't weigh 80 pounds.
That is such a good example. Lil Boots says it's how I weigh my cat. That is the best example I've ever heard. The tear function could be used to weigh your cat. You jump on the scale and you tear out how much you know you weigh. And then the difference is that's how much your cat weighs. That is such an excellent example, Little Boots. And that's a really good idea for those who have the tear function on their scale and are looking for a way to weigh their fucking animal. That is such a good idea, Boots. I love it.
So which is it, cutie, that you've been losing weight, eating whatever you want, and you guess that you're just so sick with the diabetes that you just can't gain weight? Or are you bigger than ever? You're the one driving the boat, Chantel. You tell us.
And but I'm still traveling. We have the tickets from
the 100 pounds is nuts. I know, right? Prince Sherman. And she's making it out like we're the crazy ones here. That's what really fucking does it for me. That's why I hate a liar, man, because they make you out like you're the crazy one. You ever been around somebody like that will gaslight you, like you don't know what you're talking about and you're the liar? And
bitch! Yes! I can't believe she's saying this right now. This is you, Yaba. That's what you do all the time to everybody. That's what you're doing right now, actively, as we speak to Chantel. Like, I can't believe she's saying these fucking things right now. This is ridiculous.
You know the truth? That shit'll drive you insane. I think I'm crazy now, Chantel, from watching you and all.
Bro, this is why I feel like I'm crazy all the time. This is why reacting and is no longer an enjoyable thing to do, because everything she just said hypocritically and ridiculously, I feel these things on a daily basis, discussing and reacting to these fucking dishonest hippos. I can't believe she just said that shit, guys.
Your lies, I really do. Probably.
A long time ago, the hotel booked from a long time ago, and I still had a lot of fun when I went to Thailand. So how I did it, basically, I do still have some anxieties, of course, like everyone else, but I know I might look super tired because I have allergies and I have no makeup on, eye makeup on right now. So yeah, it's almost time to travel, and I have not lost any weight. I've gained some weight, so it will be a bit harder on me, but there are some ways that you can still be comfortable while traveling as an obese person, as comfortable as you can be. Obviously, losing the weight would have been ideal for me. Maybe I can, lose some weight while I'm there, continue to try.
Listen, I gotta give her this. At least she's committed to the lie. You know what I'm saying? At least she's committed to the lie. Well, yeah, losing weight, yeah, that would have been ideal. Yeah, totally. But you know what, guys? Maybe I'll just I'll continue on my journey. Motherfucker, hold on. That's right. That's my camera, bitch. Fuck around and find out.
The fuck was that? Did you guys hear that noise? That sounded like fucking wind chimes. What was that?
Out. Maybe I'll just continue my weight loss journey when that's my camera.
Been ideal for me. Maybe I can lose some weight while I'm there.
You know what I'm saying? At least she's committed to the lie. Well, yeah, losing weight, yeah, that would have been ideal. Yeah, totally. But you know what, guys? Maybe I'll just I'll continue on my journey. Motherfucker, hold on.
Oh, are those wind chimes her phone going off? What a weird notification to have.
That's right. That's my camera, bitch. Fuck around and find out. Maybe I'll just continue my weight loss journey when I'm in the hotel and I'm hotel busying. Yeah, that's right. Maybe I'll just do some weight during travel. Totally. No, you're not. You know it. We know it. The whole world knows it. But you just, for whatever reason, need those words to come out of your mouth. Delusional.
See, every day is a fight, a struggle for me, and so yeah, but that's a topic for another time.
She's out here fighting a good fight, isn't she? Oh yeah, you just out here fighting a fight, Chantel. It's just a struggle just to live, isn't it?
So,
if you struggle so hard, you'd think that your hand would get tired of going up to your mouth, but I don't see no struggle in that sense. Do you? No, you do not.
No, she's struggling. That is the definition of struggle. It wouldn't be a fucking struggle if it was that easy for her to fucking stop. I'm telling you, the more that this bitch talks and lets us into how she feels about others struggling, I'm genuinely frightened. It makes me genuinely frightened that she is a mother who is in the care of young souls that she is molding to become fucking adults in the future. If this is how she feels about those who struggle, and she has no empathy whatsoever, like I have genuine fucking fear for what she's creating. Like, holy Jesus.
Absolutely not. She's going to sit in the hotel room and eat the entire time. She sure is. She's going to FaceTime Salah down at the local 7-Eleven, just like those contestants on My 600-Pound Life do, because they're too big to go out in a boot to the local grocery store talking about the snacks that they want to eat. That shit is fucking hilarious, man. Sign me up. I love it.
The plane ride, about fitting on the planes, used to be one of.
Yo, is there really something wrong with me that I do not think it's fucking hilarious? I've never thought 600-Pound Life is hilarious. I have been disgusted by it. I've been shocked by it. It has made me feel really sad. I've felt pity for the people, but never do I look at somebody struggling to such a degree that they're eating themselves into an early grave, eating themselves into immobility. Never is that fucking funny to me. Never has that been funny. That is fucking evil.
My biggest fears as an overweight person. And I can tell you that most of the time, there was a couple times I got lucky, but I've flown from Canada to Kuwait to the Middle East, 13-hour flight, 14 hours in the plane, many times. And most of the time I have to sit beside somebody. And I think it just depends on your body type, your body shape.
Yeah, you're an outie. We know you're an outie, not an innie. What did we say it was the other day?
Exactly. Nikki B says, my 600-pound life is no different from intervention to me. It's scary and sad. I agree with you 100%. And it took me educating myself to realize that there is almost no difference, especially on how the brain takes these different substances. So for some, their drug of choice may be opiates. For others, it may be cocaine. And then depending on other people's makeup in their brain, their drug of choice will be food. It's all about genetics. It's all about what your body responds to the most, what your brain responds to the most. There is no difference in brain chemistry, like in how the brain reacts to these substances. There is legitimately no difference. Look it up if you don't fucking believe me.
This way and not this way. So that's how you've gotten lucky. If you went this way, your ass will be screwed. But luckily for the people sitting next to you, you go this way.
More than how much you weigh. Like, I'm an apple shape, and
apple shape. Apple, are you kidding me? The delusion with this, I'm apple shape. Says who and where? Show me. Where are you getting?
That's the shape of an apple. You're gonna tell her she's wrong? She's admitting that she's round shaped. It's like, why does Yaba feel the need to just everything she refutes? Anything and everything Chantel will say or do, she argues with. Chantel is admitting that she's round, and now all of a sudden Yaba has a problem with that? Like, this is fucking next level ridiculous.
This delusion that you're apple shaped. Who agrees that Chantel is apple shaped? Put a 1 in the chat, please, so I can get you the fuck out of here.
What shape is she then, stupid bitch? Like, what the fuck, man? What is she trying to argue or argue against right now?
We don't need that kind of negativity around these parts. Delusion, all of you. Go ahead.
From the front, I still look big, but I don't look as big. I'm not as big from this way as I am sideways. So if you are pear-shaped, you carry most of your weight in your hips, you're going to have a harder time, depending on your size, with the airplane seats that are very narrow, as opposed to...
Yeah, she's barrel-shaped. That's fucking hilarious. She's shaped like a barrel.
Somebody who carries most of their weight in the abdomen, you will probably need a seatbelt extender, but you can actually order one online. Just Google search seatbelt extender for the either universal one or particular airline you're looking for.
You know what? Just take me out. If I got, you know what? I've had my time here on the earth and it's been great. If I get to the point where my woman needs to log into my Amazon Prime and order me a seatbelt extender, just go ahead and just commit me somewhere. At that point, just commit me. And oh my God, if I got to come online and tell everybody that I had to order a seatbelt extender, lock me away and throw away the key, please.
What about you have to be so hateful and hypocritical that at a cool 370 you come online and point your fat finger in the direction of another fat woman instead of, doing something about your own fucking weight and your own lifestyle for your children? please kill her if she ever has to, get a seatbelt extender, but she's all ready and willing to fucking display what I just said. Like, are you fucking kidding? But a fucking seatbelt extender, that's where you draw the line. But you're willy-nilly out here showing your ass, just hippoing it up I can't handle this. Like, get your fucking priorities straight, man. Get your priorities in fucking order, please.
You just want to be comfortable when you're fat. Just order yourself a seatbelt extender. You get one from Amazon Prime. Come 3-day shipping, okay? It's totally fine.
They do sell them on Amazon for pretty cheap now.
Seek help. Seek help.
I don't mind asking.
And the fucking Cartman voice. How many years has this bitch been online? And the best that she's got, her best fucking attempt at comedy, is to do a Cartman voice. Like, oh my God. But it'd be too much for her. She'd be way too embarrassed if her mother ever had to buy her a seatbelt extender. You know what I think it really is, bitch? I think you are jealous that Chantel has a mother who she can turn to, who will order her a fucking seatbelt extender if she needs one. I think that's what the fuck this is really about. The relationship that Chantel has with her mother, because Yaba, admittedly so, never had a relationship like that with her own. Like, say what it really is. You don't have to turn your fucking envy into hatred for somebody else. Like, we all fucking see you.
If you're not okay with asking for a seatbelt extender, I don't mind asking.
Can you imagine just whipping out your own seatbelt extender? Too embarrassed to ask for one. You're like, bitch, don't worry about it. I got one right here. See? I put it on my carry-on. I just got my own seatbelt extender. Oh my God. Why don't you take some of that money and invest it into weight loss surgery or the Ozempic or all the other million fucking medicines they got out there present day? My God.
For a seatbelt extender, I get on the plane, they direct me to my seat. There's usually a flight attendant that is in the aisles. So I just ask them, may I have a seatbelt extender? You can even bring them to the back, ask or talk to them privately and ask for one.
Can I have a word with stewardess? Come here. Can I have a word with you in the back? Just privately, just for a second. You got any of those seatbelt extenders? I'm gonna need 2. Don't tell anybody though. And then she's got to whip out these big old seatbelt. I can imagine the way that they look. And the stewardess or whatever is just trotting down the mad as a motherfucker. She got to bring this big bitch 2 seatbelt extenders, and she wants to do it privately. Cutie wants to take the stewardess in the back and ask for a seatbelt extender privately.
I don't even know if I should mention this, but I'm actually not sure if this person just made a mistake, but somebody just donated to the Cash App, and it's a strange amount with a strange message that I can't read. So if you donated in good faith and that was just a mistake, I want to let you know. And if that's somebody trying to fuck with me, like, fuck you. And also, like, I hope you've learned from other people's mistakes that Cash App responds fucking swiftly to your bullshit. So keep that in mind. Thanks.
Hey, how is she going to be able to deliver the goods to you privately? Have you ever seen a seatbelt extender? It ain't pretty. Imagine the look of horror on the face of the person sitting next to this bitch that's just like, I can't believe this. She doesn't know how to ask for a seatbelt extender. The nerve of this one. Why don't you save your money and go see Dr. Now? Travel there. How about that? Hey, Poltergeisha. I was 8 months pregnant.
No, Dr. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever looked into, but he's a real piece of shit. Like, if you really look behind the scenes, that whole show is incredibly exploitative. He's not very nice. He's not a great fucking man. He's not treated his wife, his ex-wife well. He's been abusive. Like, he's not a great man. He's not a great doctor either. Like, yikes.
When I moved to Hawaii and did not need a seatbelt extender, that's right, Poltergeisha. Say no to the seatbelt extender, okay? That is an option. All right? Thank you for being a member for 20 months. Good morning, Manning. Don't even get me started. Unbelievable. Look at you sitting on a 7-day ban. Now, what are we going to do for entertainment for the next 7 days, Chantel?
Yo.
We all were looking forward to you struggling.
It's a whole family fucking affair. Nikki B says, doesn't Dr. Now make the 600-pound patient stay at the apartment owned by his kids? Also, his son is who got him hooked up with that show to begin with. It's like a whole family affair. And it's all intertwined. It's all about making money. They don't care about the well-being of these people. At the end of the day, it's a show that exploits people who are struggling. They don't even pay them fucking fairly. And it's not like, I hope no one ever thought that Dr. Now is doing these surgeries for free. The people that you see on that show, they're only appearing on that show because they have the best top tier insurance who Dr. Now exploits to the nth degree. As much as a doctor can, he exploits that insurance. It's insane. Like, if you guys never knew about some of the dirty, nefarious deeds of this family, look it up. There's YouTube videos all about it. And it's really interesting and eye-opening.
In Morocco or wherever the hell you're going. Shameful.
And it's usually, they're very easy to use. You don't have to worry about that. They just clip into the seatbelt. So
can you draw like a diagram or something and show us how that exactly works? I'm sure you do love to draw, don't you?
well, yeah, I'm just used to it. I'm not really embarrassed by that.
And yo, I have to get up. I want to turn the light on and get a drink, but I'm going to let this play while I do it. So you guys are not sitting here in silence. So I'll be back in like a minute.
Well, you should be. Maybe that's the problem. You know, everybody should be embarrassed if they had to ask for a seatbelt extender. Okay. You should feel a little shame over that. All right. It's okay. All right. That is a natural thing to experience. If you need to ask for a seatbelt extender, you should be embarrassed by that. Okay. Look at her. She just wants to make it. She wants to make it like normal. She wants to normalize asking for a seatbelt. I don't have any shame. Nothing to be ashamed of over here. Okay. Munch, 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 munch.
Quite a few other people that need seatbelt extenders on the flights usually.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah. Like nobody believes that. Nobody believes that there's quite a few other people in your flights that need seatbelt extenders also. Sure.
You know what I forgot to tell you guys too? I forgot to tell you that my man was able to fix my chair. Thank God, right? I didn't tell you guys that, right? Remember when my chair broke before the last stream? Thank God we were able to fucking fix it.
If not, you're the only one that's fine. You know, just you'll probably need one if you're a certain size or certain weight. But it's not always weight based. So to say, if I'm this much weight, will I fit on plane?
I'm not taking you serious. Look at what you got on. It's like 700 degrees where you are right now. And what is that, a fucking cardigan sweater? You're layered up, bro, in the desert.
Dude, how do I know this? But somebody who obsessively watches her every day doesn't. Or does she know this, but she's just, saying anything to be able to say something? She keeps the fucking apartment extra cold because they're in the fucking desert. So she's cold. How many times has Chantel said this? That they crank up the air conditioner like fuck because it's so hot outside. So it ends up being cold in there. Like, Yaba watches her every move. I know she fucking knows this.
And you want me to listen to you and take advice to you on seatbelt extenders? Seek help.
And it just depends on the dimensions. It depends on your
the dimensions. Boy, she's ready for all this, isn't she? She knows exactly. I bet she practices, motherfucker. I bet she knows exactly how big the seatbelt is, like the original seatbelt, the one that everybody's supposed to use. She's got it wrote down in her notebook somewhere. And then she knows how big the seatbelt extender is because I know what she's worried about. She's worried that she's done outgrew the extender. She's worried that she's outgrew the extender. Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's another thing too that always pisses me off. Nikki B says Kuwait has literally the highest rate of obesity in the Middle East. Chantel isn't their first fatty. It's as though people don't know this. And I have said this so many times. There is such a huge obesity crisis, especially in Kuwait. There are documentaries about it. Like, it's a huge fucking epidemic. And so for people to act as though, especially in terms of Salah, like, oh, he really he must be so disgusted by Chantel. Like, no, man, fucking educate yourself about the ways of the fucking world just a little bit. Like, yikes.
Hot job, cheese, long nipples. Thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. We all need it sometimes. It's fine.
Body type. It depends on a lot of things. So if I am lucky and I don't have anyone seated beside me, I usually just lift up the
No. But Sandy S says, I love that Yaba is just shitting all over half her audience. No, but listen here. And this is the problem. Sandy S, this is one of the biggest problems with these fucking people. Because of the way that Yaba talks about Chantel and hypocritically calls her out for things she struggles with, the audience has now also been convinced that these rules do not apply to themselves. that they are different somehow, even if they're exactly the same, that somehow Chantel, her situation is worse. It's different. They're not as bad. There are a different set of rules for Chantel than for anybody else. This is why people like Yaba are so dangerous, because it really deludes. The entire audience has been deluded into making excuses for themselves and their own issues, yet coming down twice as hard on Chantel for hers. This is fucking dangerous. It is this type of mindset that makes the world a terrible fucking place to live in all of the time.
Other armrests for more comfort.
It's kind of like how you do on Salah's gaming chair. How you got it all the way out and everybody thought you removed the arms for more comfort. Kind of like that, huh?
But yeah, depending on the airline, you can also, for an additional fee, a small additional fee, book an extra seat beside you.
That's what you should be doing. I don't even feel like that's up for debate. Okay. If you were ordering a seatbelt extender and you were on a plane, you're traveling somewhere, then you should also order an extra seat. Isn't that a gift?
Those are the kind of things that they tell themselves. Snowy Tits says, I may be 400 pounds, but at least I don't eat on camera like Chantel. These are the things that they tell themselves to make them feel like I'm different somehow. I'm not as bad. It's okay what I do. It's backwards land. Like, I don't know where the fuck you fucking grew up. I don't know what you've been taught or told when you think that it's better to point the finger and focus on someone else's problems so that you don't have to think about your own or admit your own. Like, I'm sorry, but in what world does that make you a better fucking person? That makes you a worse person every single time, all of the fucking time.
Given? Isn't that the way that God intended? I feel like so. I feel like God said, Chantel, if you're going to need yourself a seatbelt extender, also book yourself an extra seat. That's just a given. We're not going to roll the dice and see how lucky we get and just hope that nobody's in the plane and hope that the plane is empty, because we've done heard all the horror stories about you sitting next to people and invading their personal and private space. So you can come on here and you can give all this advice about the seatbelt extender.
When? Are you trying to tell me, is she trying to say that people have come on and said that they personally sat next to Chantel and Chantel was invading their personal space? I don't fucking believe anybody. I don't believe anybody in this fucking space at all. Did that really fucking happen? If you come with those type of claims, you better have fucking proof. You better have ticket proof. You better have picture fucking evidence. Like, oh my God.
And yada, 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 this, that, and the other. But you don't go ahead and tell people that if you were buying yourself a seatbelt extender, then absolutely you should be buying the extra seat. Those are the only words that should be coming out of your mouth at this point. Okay? Mr. Cardigan girl, hey girl.
And the worst part, damn it, Amber, is that Yaba doesn't care. Yaba admittedly does not fucking care about the big, beautiful world that exists outside of her own fucking fatmosphere. She doesn't care. She likes to feel like a big fish in a small pond. Because if she, expands her fucking horizons, there's going to be a bigger fish who's going to point and laugh at her instead. And we can't have that. No.
Girl, thank you so much for the support. Good to see you this morning. Is his channel monetized? Maybe they will upload there. P.S. Where is Dank Fupa? Oh, you know what? She who shits herself? That is a good question. I haven't seen Dank Fupa.
I know a few airlines do. I think some American.
Pause. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not sure. We do miss Dank Fupa. Hopefully they're okay. They're still out there somewhere. What'd you do, MC? And as far as his channel is concerned, I think she'd be too worried to upload content over there because they can get you for ban evading. It's not worth the chance. And she knows that. It's not worth the risk, the chance, whatever you want to call it. MC, who'd you block? Let me scroll up. Pocket modding. The nerve of you. You know what? Of course, MC's listening in the background about seatbelt extenders. Not shocked.
Airlines, some international airlines, it just depends. So you can also ask at the ticket counter when you're getting your boarding pass. You can ask, are there any seats left? Because most people will have their seats by then. Are there any seats left that are... There's an empty seat beside. Another thing is I love the window seat, but the aisle seat actually gives you more room because you can kind of, whenever they're not doing dinner service, or you'll get knocked out by a cart, but you can kind of put your legs out a bit into the aisleway. You can spill out a bit into the aisleway is what I'm looking to say. So,
damn. So you want an extra seat? You want some of the aisle? Holy hell. Man, dude. You just want it all, don't you, cutie? That's usually how it goes, huh? You just want it all spoiled, rotten.
Why does she call her fucking cutie sometimes? Under the obsessive, weird, fucked up circumstances, and the fact that Yaba has like dressed her wife in Chantel's pajamas, and just the obsession, the obsessive closeness, it comes off as really yucky, strange, weird when Yaba calls her cutie. It feels like a fucking pet name. It feels romantic. It feels weird, bitch. What are you doing?
Bad seed. Good job, Smee.
So I've become more accustomed with the travel that way, and I'm not too nervous about that. It's not as long of a flight this time.
Seatbelt extension is the content I crave. Trust me, this is what the whole worrying recently has been about, because she's done outgrew the seatbelt extender. You've seen the size of Gunther. Out of control. Absolutely out of control.
I'm going to Canada, so it's something I can endure. As for the mobility part, because, airports are hard to maneuver.
Yeah, tell us about the mobility part. Tell us about that. Tell us, Mrs. just turned 40 years old. Tell us about your limited mobility, please.
Even for a fit person, they're exhausting. If you know.
Yo, why is she getting so fucking tickled and excited about hearing about Chantel's immobility? It's so fucking weird. It's so creepy. And I know that her mother is the one that's her mother's nickname for Chantel, but I'm sorry. It still weirds me the fuck out, and it sounds really creep status when Yaba says it. Just the simple fact that she is calling Chantel the same pet name that her mother calls her, that in and of itself is fucking creepy. Like, what a weird fucking bitch.
How do you know? What do you know anything about being fit? Speak for yourself and with your experience. How do you know?
What do you know about being fit, Sir Cankles? Like, holy shit. Does she not fucking hear the shit coming out of her mouth before she says it, or as she says it? How does she not taste the fucking hypocrisy as it's coming out of her fucking mouth? I don't understand
how fit people feel in an airport. Get out of here. And don't even tell me what Salah has to say, because he's nowhere near fit.
Have to be running around when you're tired.
What? This fucking 370-pound blimp is gonna try and say that Salah is not fit? Bitch, he is closer to fucking fit than you've ever been in your entire life. Who the fuck are you? I can't even believe she said that just now. Now she's trying to say fucking Sal. I can't.
Been traveling all day. So I have a lot of health issues, and I do have mobility issues because of my weight. Somehow in travel day, I'm able to just like suck it up, but it is hard. It's harder for sure. It's more difficult. I get winded more easily. My lower back starts hurting. Just those kind of things. So
same song and dance, cutie. Same song and dance.
Dude, I cannot even believe she had the fat hippo loving nerve to say that about Salah just now. Like, it's crazy when she says it even about Chantel. But the fact that she's now trying to say it about a man, that grown fucking man weighs less than your woman ass. That grown fucking man wears a smaller skirt size than you do. Bigums? Fuck you mean? Who are you to tell him he's not fit? We've crossed into the territory of fucking ridiculous. We're in Looney Tune land, guys. Like, let's just enjoy the fucking atmosphere, I suppose.
And she should just book the whole row so she can have a window seat and the aisle seat. Right, Mia Moore? She should. She ain't going nowhere else. It's not like she's spending her money on anything. No Amazon Prime, no gas for her Kia, no crackhead boyfriend. Well, I mean, she has her bot bitch husband, but still, I mean, according to her, she's saving up all the money. She don't have to pay no bills. Her husband takes some.
Chantel gets skinny bitches. Are you calling Salah skinny bitches? That's amazing.
Taking care of her at this point. She should have enough money to buy the whole row, to book them. Book them, Dano. Book them. You got the money. You got it like that, cutie. Mia, thank you so much for being a member for 22 months.
If the airport has a service where you can request, like for certain people, you can request a wheelchair. You can sometimes I
The nerve, the audacity, the gall of you. You do. Why would you do that? Request a wheelchair service. Are you serious right now? Shameful. Shameful, cutie. Unreal, unbelievable.
starts hurting, just those kind of things. So if the airport has a service where you can request, like for certain people, you can request a wheelchair. Sometimes I approach these carts that are driving around and just like beg them for a ride.
She sticks her thumb out. Can I please get a lift, please? My back, my knees, it all hurts.
Like, yo, seriously, Kate, that really should end all conversation and all criticism of Sala forever fucking more. Like, you don't get to criticize, you don't get to talk shit on anybody's significant other or anybody's fucking relationship, past or present, when you got that type of fucking when you got that type of roster behind you. Like, I'm sorry, but you just fucking don't. All conversations should end with that fact. Sorry.
My gate, and they usually do oblige, except when I went to Germany, they kind of just like said no. So, but here in the Middle East, they always have the complimentary service. Even in the Montreal airport, they do have a little train station you can wait at, and someone will take you to your gate if you're disabled.
Mr. Cardigan girl, yes, please do not forget that cutie, she can't even say no when she's traveling. All right, and that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame because she knows her situation. She's on the metformin. She doesn't have a gallbladder, but yet she cannot stop herself. She has to consume the entire time while she's waiting on the plane, while she's on the plane. Could you imagine? I'm just imagining what that's got to be like for the other people, for the other passengers of the plane when cutie has to get up and gut to the bathroom. That's got to be something. And please, let's not forget the most important part of it all. And I'm pretty freaking sure there's no bidet.
It's so crazy that she says things like Chantel gunting to the bathroom. Like, yo, how you gonna say that when your ass gunts to the bathroom too? Like, we've seen you. It's crazy too how she will talk shit about what Chantel wears. Like, this bitch looks like a fat man. All she wears is men's t-shirts and fucking basketball shorts. She's so fat that all she can wear is men's fucking oversized t-shirts and fucking stretchy, elastic banded basketball shorts and fucking flip-flops without socks because her cankles are too fucking big. Like, who the fucking hell are you to talk to anybody about anything ever? And sitting here reading the riot act about what you should be doing, how you should be eating, how you should be dieting. Bitch, where's your diet at, bitch? You've only fucking grown in size since I've seen you on the fucking internet. Who are you to talk shit to anybody ever? Like, what the fuck are you thinking? What are you doing? And everybody behind you be cheering you on. They're all bitches either as fat as you or fatter than you. A crew of pathetic fucking humongous bitches. That's your fucking posse. The fucking piggy posse. Oh, watch out, guys. You're gonna get fucking stomped out by the fucking piggy posse. Ugh.
On the airplane toilet. So how is anything happening back there? Skinny Queen says, Sally Soft Hands is pushing her around. You know it. Here, you ready to go, babe? Just make sure you fill up my bank account and I'll push you wherever you need to go. Gosh, so pathetic. Thank you, Skinny Queens, for being a member for 6 months. Germany said no.
You know what I think is fucking pathetic? I think you and your fucking piggy posse is pathetic. The pathetic piggy posse. Oh, I love alliterations.
So they said, hell no. You need to walk. Walk it off, girl.
You have mobility issues or you're elderly. So feel free to use those.
No, you don't feel free to use those. Absolutely not, ma'am. Why are you out here telling all the big people to use the mobility services? What's wrong with you? Get yourselves together. Come on.
Ooh, that's a little bit of a tell, a little bit of a window. Yaba's big ass is fucking personally offended by that big girl advice. Fucking piggy posse.
But as for me, I try to walk it unless I'm really, really struggling. Then I'll ask for a ride. So, but being on the plane for a long time, actually does feel good to walk a bit after, even though, it's hard for me. So I'm going to try to walk it if it's really tough on me.
All hits. We got Bohem Brigade. We got Hippo Harem. Oh my, and all alliterations. Fucking amazing, guys. We need a fucking list of these masterpieces. The bovine boar blobs. Oh my god, they're getting better and better. That's amazing. Go away, I can't see. Oh.
So you think she got a traveling bidet? Yeah, but I don't think that's like, how does that work? The traveling bidet. Do you think you really should go and take the time to hook up the traveling bidet in the airplane bathroom? I don't know, man.
Bro, she's gonna make fucking salad do it. Like, what? Of course, you make your man do it. Fuck you mean? She ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, there's no wiping. And she made a comment, and somebody, I think it was Butter Crumpet, was talking about it on Twitter. How she basically described the way it feels.
Dude, that one I like a lot. The adipose assholes. That's smart. That's fucking, that may be a little too college level for fucking Yaba to understand. The hammy hypocrites. She went alone? The Cunty Cow Collective. Oh my god, guys, we definitely need a list of these. These have been amazing. Yo, me too, Kate Winslet. Kate Winslet says, surprised she can actually say bidet right. Yeah, I'm surprised she doesn't call it a bidet. Because that is some Yaba shit. She would be calling it a fucking bidet. Ugh.
To wear a diaper, because she remembers from when she was a toddler of what it feels like. No, she told on herself. She absolutely definitely wears diapers when she travels. Squishy as.
Find somebody to take me, but what I usually do is just kind of, airports have a lot of seating usually, so I use those moving walkways, to take a break. I just stand on them and let them push me down the way. I also find some seating somewhere, so I take some walks and then I take some breaks. So taking breaks are very, very important. Staying hydrated. I always have water on me. Actually, right now talking,
yeah, great point there, MC. Hey, Brian, good to see you, hun. Out of breath just saying the word walk. Yeah, but tell us more about you walking. And sometimes, after the plane and she needs to stretch her legs, it feels good to walk. Yeah, Chantal, you can't even say walk without struggling to breathe.
Pretty thirsty, so
she said it felt.
Can you, Yaba? Like, I've seen your size. I've seen your fucking legs, bitch. Can you fucking walk without losing your fucking breath? Because I don't think you can. Like, who are you? Is it time yet? Should we start reacting to the other one I have queued up? I'm going to unshare this. Let's take a look at the other video that I have queued up. Stop sharing this one. All right, let's take a look at this one. It's called Chantal Can... Wait, no, that's the one we just watched. Hold on. Which is the one we just watched? Hold on. This. No. That one. We watched Too Little Too Late, right? Yes. Okay. The one that I'm going to queue up is called Chantal Can Never Do the Right Thing. And this was 2 months ago, and Yaba actually appears on camera in this one. Take a looky here. I want to rewind a little bit. And I'm going to probably skip around a bit.
What was it that she said specifically? Talking about the new owners or something.
And then trying to diminish it. Now, this in and of itself.
Ugh. Is this when she began licking garlic bread's dick? Like, ew, I'm glad we get to see the fucking inception of this shit.
Thumbnail. We have Salah right here next to Chantal. Right here, Chantal. She's the star of the show. I got to scoot my chat over. She is absolutely the star of the show. And then we have the side characters. We have Salah, her bot bitch of a husband. And then next to Salah, up here underneath the defiant
Wait a minute. I'm putting my hair up, but I had to pause that. She has the nerve to call Salah a bought bitch of a husband when you legitimately have a bought bitch. Your bitch is literally only pretends to like box because you make Chantal Hippo hate money. is only with you because she was struggling bad you know what, guys? You know what? I'm struggling financially pretty bad too. Guess what? I now like pussy. Okay? I'm gonna find me a hypocritical fat bitch who will pay all my fucking bills. You know what? I'm not even gonna criticize. I'm gonna join the club, bitch. Like, yuck.
You're gonna see Julia. There's Julia. Julia, you little devil, you little devil, you Julia. And
Oh,
over here in the corner we have Harry. Oh, little Mr. Harry. It's the family of I don't know. What would you call them? Well, I'll let you all come up with a catchy name.
shut up.
You all, hey, weekend or something. Really, Wendy out too.
The fuck is this? As a court-mandated reporter, I filed a report to YouTube today. I recommend those who are as concerned as I am about this minor, please report to YouTube. This is what the report says. Creator verbalizes, why is him being 16 relevant? He's a chatter. Creator knows she has a minor under the age of 18 in her live chat. The creator has made comments that are inappropriate. The fuck is wrong with these people? You know what I want to know? Why do they think this person is a minor in the first place? I reacted to the evidence that Yaba laid out for why they believe this person is a minor, and it was nothing. It was absolutely nothing of substance. She showed in the same sentence this person claiming to be 16 at one point, and in other comments claiming to run a business and fucking work in a restaurant and have a wife and child. Like, this person obviously can't be trusted. And they're trying to make allegations of grooming and pedophilia against Chantel because of this shaky, ridiculous fucking shit. Like, I especially under the circumstances, this narrative is not only fucking ill-advised coming from Yaba, but it is so fucking hypocritically ridiculous. I can't even believe it, man.
I'm gonna pin it in the top of the chat. And then if you're on the replay, gang, I'll make sure to also put this in the description of the video so you can go watch and support the original creator. We appreciate that so much. Pin message. You should put your thumbnails on the background screen. Oh, last minute, Laura, that's a great idea. Yes, will do. Absolutely. So anyways, again, give me just a moment here. Everything is so here. Love it so much. Thank you, Gordon. All right, I'm gonna let you take it from here. Hopefully you all can hear it. Let me know in the chat.
Guys, welcome back. So many of you have asked me to cover this, and the reason I didn't is, to be fair, this deserves, because of the sensitivity, because of the seriousness, its own video. This should not just be kind of bundled in to something else. So I want to start by saying we know Chantal loves, more than anything, to be defiant. She loves to be provided information, be encouraged to follow the logical, morally proper path, and then push back against that. So
this is so ridiculous coming from these type of people. Does she look at what you people do? Look at how you've treated her. Look at how you've lied about her. Look at what you're doing right now. And you really seriously expect her to fucking trust any information being reported on by y'all, being said to her by y'all in any way, shape, or form? Wake the fuck up. What is wrong with you? Like, these people are so fucking ridiculous.
Yesterday, reaction channel.
Sound is good. Doesn't have an echo or anything. Great. Good to hear.
Life and Vibe posted that as a court-mandated reporter, she went to YouTube, concerned with a minor.
You know what's so funny? So I put it up on screen. I forgot who they were, but somebody said in chat, and they're right. Court-mandated reporter, my fucking asshole. You don't, if you're a court-mandated reporter, you don't fucking report to YouTube. You report to the fucking authorities. Like, what? These people are such liars. and they try to use these fucking words and these narratives to sound important or like they're something or someone that they're not. But if this person was a court mandated reporter, they wouldn't be stupid enough to make this tweet in the first place. Like, oh my God. And then all the idiots around them are too idiotic and fucking ignorant to be able to point it out as well and be like, hey, if you were a court mandated reporter, that would be to the authorities, not to fucking YouTube's terms of service.
In Chantel's chat. She then put a transcript of what took place on her community page. And it said that Chantel, the creator, verbalized, why is him being 16 relevant? He's a chatter. Now, this...
Let's address really quick, because I don't know where that beeping sound is coming from, but it's driving me absolutely insane. Whatever. Don't know. Figure it out later. The whole problem, the thing with the Life by Ron, when he said, does any of the other YouTube creators, do they mark their videos for 18 plus? Every time I go live, every time I'm sure you all upload videos, if you are creators, there is a box that YouTube, it says right there, is this video intended for children? I can't remember specifically what it says, but it does ask you. Is that...
Yeah, and none of y'all are ever gonna fucking mark that box because your videos won't make money if you do. Where the fuck is she going with this? I'd love to...
Marking your channel for 18 and older? No, but you were telling YouTube right there
for 18 and older, nobody's gonna ever check that fucking box. They would just not make the video because you can't make fucking money if you do.
This video is not intended for children. I click no. This video is not intended for children. Then I go ahead and finish the rest of the process. So yes, Ron, when we upload and we go live, we all creators will get the same question pop up before they go live. If this video is intended for children, no.
That's a different thing, dude. She's being so dishonest. I thought she was talking about the 18 and older. Like, are you making explicit material that should only be viewed by those who are 18 and older? That's a different box than the box that you have to click that this is not for children. That's about, that is to determine whether your video should be appearing on the YouTube Kids app or not. And that's for children, I believe, under the age of, I think, 8 years old. I'm pretty sure you have to be at least 13 to make a YouTube account in the first place. So let's just say this person was 16. They are well within their rights to be viewing any content that is not under, that they don't have to acknowledge that they're 18 or older to view. She's just being fucking dishonest. The thing that she's talking about clicking, that is to determine whether your video belongs on the YouTube Kids app or not.
I'll click the same thing.
Liar. She just lies to the audience because they don't know any better. And she knows that they don't know any fucking better.
Oh, it is not. It is not intended for children. So with that being said, and you've been made aware, and the only reason that I feel like at this point, I mean, it's not the only reason, she doesn't care. She absolutely doesn't care. She doesn't find her behavior inappropriate for children. And she's going to make sure that she does not do.
I'm sorry to say, but a 16-year-old, I don't declare a 16-year-old a child unless you're trying to fuck it. Like, a 16-year-old has fucking open access to everything on the internet. You really trying to sit here and make the argument that Chantel's content is some of the most dangerous, inappropriate shit that a 16-year-old could be watching? Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. These reaches, these making mountains out of molehills and just being straight up dishonest, this is too much for me. This is too fucking much for me. Yet in the same breath, they'll tell a 16-year-old Chantel that she was basically a full-grown, slutty adult that took advantage of a 40-year-old man when she was a 16-year-old. Like, which one is it, bitch?
Do what everybody wants her to do, which is to escort the underage minor, out of her chat. Now, because that's what the haters want her to do, because now she has to make sure. She's like, no, it's fine. He's 16. What's the problem? Is he 16? Is he 14? Is he 12?
Fucking kidding? Sylvale says, and the amount of time one of Yaba's viewers has said, my little niece loves watching you. And she's been like, oh, I appreciate you. Do you see the level of fucking hypocrisy? Because genuinely, the ideology that Yaba is promoting, the hypocrisy, the dishonesty, the going after real people in real life, these are really negative, dangerous things to teach a child. Chantel is just silly and fucking like, I cannot. Fucking ridiculous.
12? Is he an adult pretending to be a child? We don't know. But wouldn't the right thing to do Chantel, is just to escort the person who is either a minor or pretending to be a minor out of your chat? You really think in your funkle brain, in the cobwebs,
pretending to be a minor? There were so many different comments that were made by this account. It's so funny. This person only ever made one weird one-off comment about them being 16 in broken English. At the same time, they made comments about them being a restaurant owner, about them running a business, about them having a wife and kids. But the one you're going to choose to run with, to try and fucking cancel Chantel with, is the one time that they said that they were 16 in a broken English kind of fucking like, this is why these people are so fucking ridiculous and dishonest and fucking weird. And this is why Chantel has learned over time to not trust them, to not take anything that they say or allege in her direction seriously. Like, and I don't fucking blame her, honestly.
that you got going on inside of your head that you think that your content is appropriate for children. Please explain that to me. Do you think because now that you're back in Kuwait, or you're in Kuwait and you're not in Canada, you're not prancing around in your underwear?
You know who thinks Chantel's content is appropriate for 16-year-olds? YouTube does. Or else they would put a restriction on the video. So just shut the fuck up. Don't hate the player, hate the fucking game. You feel me?
Underwear, in your bra, talking about the things that you and Nada were doing behind closed doors, yada, 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 that you think that your content is appropriate for children? Chantel, what about your eating behaviors? What about the way that you are always constantly
even in Chantel's worst day, I think Chantel's content is safer for a 16-year-old to watch than Yaba's. I think the ideology that Yaba promotes, the hypocrisy, the dishonesty, the vengeance, I think it is way more dangerous, the ideology and the content that Yaba puts out, than even Chantel's worst piece of content. And I will fucking stand by that.
Exploiting your binge eating condition on your channel, the way that you're slopping down enough food for 7 people. Do you think that that's okay for a minor to see? Do you think that if this person is a minor, okay, I believe that it's a minor. I don't think that it's somebody pretending to be a minor. I actually believe that it's a minor. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's all the same to me. It's bad if she thinks it's a minor.
Why do you believe that it's a minor? Why do you choose, out of all of the ridiculous things that this person has said one time, why is it that you choose to believe that they're a minor? Oh, because that's the most damaging angle that you can come up with in Chantel's direction. Oh, got it. Good. This is why I cannot stomach somebody making a fucking mockery out of something so serious as child abuse, as child grooming. And it makes it especially more fucking disgusting and disturbing coming from Yaba under present circumstances, with the excuses that have been made, with how they have painted a real actual fucking monster as a saint. continue to use children as shields. And here we go again. It's like, how much of a fucking disgusting animalistic pig can you be? Like, holy shit.
And it's an adult posing as a minor, and she's still letting them stay, changes nothing. But I honestly believe after what I've saw and the videos that I've seen on that channel and on the Instagram, I think it's absolutely a kid. Doesn't matter. Anyways, do you think that it's okay for a kid to come over there and watch you scarf down enough food for 7 people? What kind of impression are you leaving on that?
Bro, the world is a dirty, fucking disgusting, cruel place. Out of all the fucked up things that I saw, participated in as a 16-year-old, believe me when I tell you that somebody eating a whole bunch of food would have been nothing in comparison. The fuck is wrong with you? Like, no, that's not dangerous for a 16-year-old to watch. The world is a dirty, dirty fucking place, bitch. Like, this bitch, she's raising children. She better get her fucking head out of her ass quick, fast. You better stop being so fucking dishonest. If you're going to reach, if you're going to lie to try and criticize somebody, you need to learn to do it better, because this is fucking piss poor.
Behavior is okay. To be out of control type 2 diabetes and to keep throwing food down your gullet is okay? Absolutely not.
Oh, God.
Lady Luck says the Omega Boy looked 12. This is not your first rodeo as far as minors are concerned. What is the issue? Why is it so hard for you to do the right thing? Why, especially when it comes to something so...
You don't give a... This is what fucks me up. Yaba doesn't give a fuck about what the right thing is. She doesn't give a fuck about ethics or morality. She just wants Chantel to bend to her will. She wants to crack the whip, and she wants Chantel to fucking snap to when she says, because she says. And Chantel refuses to do so under any circumstance. And I get that part of it, because we all know that Yaba's not coming from a genuine place. Everyone can see that you're not coming from a genuine place. And the fact that you would be willing to fictitiously use something as serious as child abuse, child exploitation, anything like that, to try and use that as your own personal weapon fictitiously against Chantel, like, you really can't be a more disgusting person. You really just are the fucking lowest of the low. So fucking gross.
So serious as this. Why can't you just do the right thing and get rid of the person? Kind of like, when you got called out for having Karate Joe in your chat and you escorted him out because you knew that was a bad look. This is the same shit. You making excuses, saying that your content is totally fine.
So when Chantel is provided with factual information and escorts somebody who's disgusting and has been proven to be disgusting out of the community, even then it's not good enough. Do you see the way Yaba just talked about that? She needed to make sure to mention that the only reason why Chantel escorted him out because it was a bad look. Like, Chantel is damned if she does and damned if she doesn't. So I don't blame Chantel that she's just going to do whatever the fuck she pleases, because nothing is ever good enough. It's by design. If Chantel fucking does what Yaba says, then Yaba will move the goalpost to be able to criticize her anyway. I'm telling you guys, this is, I can't stomach this shit.
A minor, it's not your responsibility, blah, blah, blah. Yes, if somebody comes in your chat and they state that they are a minor, that anybody in this community should be escorting them out. No questions asked. And the whole thing is the whole community has to sit here and make these videos because you absolutely refuse to do that. That is so on cue for exactly who you are. Right, especially with her history.
No.
This is where we start to get a gray area, because
is that true? Is that fucking true? What the fuck is the question mark said? FFG offered Karate Joe a wrench, her first wrench actually. Is that fucking true? Whoa. I didn't fucking know that. What the fuck says on video, my friend? Wow. How come no one ever says anything about that? Oh, I know why. Because it's not Chantel. Good. Got it. Great.
Prior to this, Chantal had been dependent on. She didn't know. And that's one of the things Chantal loves to leverage. Ignorance.
No, if you have the clip, please either at me on Twitter so I can play it in stream, or drop it in stream and we'll watch it. I've never heard that allegation, and I've definitely never seen the clip before, but I would love to watch it in stream together. Anna Nichols' most recent video. All right, hold on. Let's look. I'm gonna do a different tab though. Anna Nichols. The fuck is her name? Hold on, I'm having trouble finding her channel. I found it. I don't think this is her channel. I don't know. Yo, if you have the link to that video, please share it on Twitter or in chat. I'm having a hard time finding her channel. Ooh, Fraggy. Okay, I'm coming. I'm looking. Fraggy posted it, I think. Where the fuck did I get rid of this? Hold on, guys. Of course I did. Hold on. There it is. No, you sent me the link to her channel, but where's the video? I can't find the fucking video either. If you have the link to the video, please send it. That was just the link to her channel. Bye, Nikki B. Have a good night. I don't know. Let's keep listening to this shit.
She was seeing someone in her chat that the community at large was defining as a child, but she wrote that off as, this person is paying me, you can't prove it. And then once establishing that they are a minor, confirming it to herself and then trying to diminish it. Now, this in and of itself.
Hold on just a second. Hey, Duncan. I feel like we fell into a glitch in the matrix where Chubbs has taken us into the dimension of crazy chaos. The food consumption is like a human vacuum. Agree, Duncan. Absolutely. Thank you for your support.
Ooh, I think Fraggle just sent me the proper link. Hold on, I'm gonna share it. Uh-oh, guys.
Yeah, I don't care.
But wait, the chat isn't there. Like, this isn't, we can't see her chat replay. So how are we going to see her offer? Are we going to just hear her offer a wrench to Karate Joe? I was hoping we would be able to see it in chat.
The only thing I care about, the thing that kills me, is she goes to sleep with glitter on. So this is yesterday's glitter. Doesn't that drive people crazy? I hate glitter. Like, I hate today's glitter, let alone yesterday's glitter. It's going to be all in my eyes. I can't even imagine. Ooh, that raises my anxiety just seeing yesterday's glitter still on her face.
I think I might be addicted to these streams. I know.
Chantal has been streaming multiple times a day. She is addicted to these streams. And I think we've all figured out why. I just don't think she's figured out why. Chantal needs friends to speak to, okay? What happened to Rena? Why can't she call Rena? Some of the things she's been discussing on these live streams, for example, the sexual details of this.
I don't know, man. If Chantel has friends like fucking Shannon, who was so quick to cozy up to FFG, like, I don't blame Chantel for not going to her fucking friends. If all of her friends, like, cause wasn't Shannon one of her oldest, fucking longest standing friendships? And dude, the simple fact that Shannon ran to FFG, her biggest fucking hater, like, me oh my, that to me, that's worse than a fucking enemy, man.
Discussions she's having with all those guys on Tinder and all that shit, that shouldn't be on your live streams. That should be discussions with your girlfriends or with your friends. These people in your chats are your viewers. They're not your friends. So seriously, what happened to Rena? Why can't you call Rena and discuss this stuff with her? Because Chantal, that's what you need right now. You need a friend to talk to. You're treating your mods and the people in your chat like your friends.
Oh, honey, do you know how fucking ridiculous that is coming from FFG when it's so very obvious that she has nobody outside of the people that she's found on the internet? Like, you can make up, you can pretend you have a man all day, you can pretend you have friendships and a life outside, but we can tell. The proof is in the pudding, bitch. That's why it's so crazy, this advice, this criticism. It's all projection. It's all so hypocritical. Fucking ridiculous.
And they're not. And this is ridiculous. And I feel like one day you're going to look back on all this and you're going to be embarrassed. And it's going to be on the internet. You're going to regret having put all this out there one day.
No, I don't feel like working or volunteering right now. I would like to volunteer, just not here. I would love to volunteer. Like, you can sign up for like international volunteering, but I can't leave Pete. What would Pete do? Like, I'm literally all he has. So I can't screw.
Listen, I'm very sorry, Chantal, but besides your chat and your mods, it seems like Pete's the only thing you have too. Why are you acting so high and mighty and pretending like you're the only thing going on in his life when it seems like it's very mutual?
Nah, I mean, she's right. Pete's has been, how many different men, romantic partners has Chantal gone through with Pete still by her side? You can't say like Chantel's a liar. Like, we've seen it happen. That's what I'm saying. These people are so fucking dishonest. They refuse to admit that what we can all plainly fucking see.
I've never had my own space. But
I can appreciate that. This is the first time in my life that I'm living alone, and I have to say it feels really good. And I do think that everybody should experience this at least once in their life. It teaches you a lot of responsibility and self-sufficiency. There's nobody. If I can't cover all my own stuff, who am I going to turn to? I'm alone. But I'm thankful for that because it's turned me into a very responsible, self-sufficient person.
I think
Where's your fictitious boyfriend, bitch? Oh God.
I think we're gonna live together like forever.
Why wouldn't you talk to him about this instead of your chat?
Just because two people are alone doesn't mean that they need to get together, Like, I'm just not, it's not my thing. Whoever Pete said want to live alone. Yeah, I don't feel like taking care of somebody. I just feel kind of like.
Is that implying that she's been taking care of Pete's? Because, I mean, I'm sure it's very mutual, their living arrangement, but from what we know, Pete's is very useful to Chantal for things that Chantal isn't capable of taking care of on her own. Put it that way. I haven't heard of Chantal.
She means fucking emotionally. She means emotionally. Like, how would people not understand this? And I'm sorry, but that's not 50-50. Like, people expect different things. It's the way these people talk. It shows that either they are unfamiliar with adult relationships in general, or they're just being dishonest and skewing everything negatively on purpose like they always fucking do. Or maybe a little bit of both. I don't know.
Chantal, washing Pete's or tying his shoes or bringing up his dinner.
Live next door to each other?
That would be cute.
Oh.
Why?
I always forget that because I've never taken a look at her docs and I never would. But other people have told me that she's had several evictions. So, probably what she actually meant by this was the first time she's living alone and being responsible. I think what she actually means is this is probably the first time she's ever actually paid her rent. And it's, thanks to Chantel. Like, let's be honest. And still, there's no amount of credit, there's no amount of gratitude given in Chantel's direction, where we've seen on paper for the entirety of your life, you have been so fucking down and out financially that you couldn't even pay your fucking rent for almost a decade. And now the first time in your life you've ever been able to maintain, not breaking the law and actually paying your way is thanks to Chantel. No fucking admission of these facts, of course.
He doesn't ask me to do anything for him. It's just, I just do. Hi, Shannon. Sometimes I feel like I would like my own space, like my own private space. But then I feel guilty for thinking that because
you shouldn't feel guilty for wanting your own space. You should feel guilty for discussing this behind Pete's back with your freaking mods. If I was Pete's, this would really piss me off. If a friend did this to me, that's betrayal. Come on, you're supposed to be best friends. You don't do that to a friend. He's not even in the car to be in on.
Bitch, do you even have a real friend in real life to be able to give this advice? I don't think you do, man. I don't think you fucking do.
What you're saying. And you know that a lot of the people in your chat constantly contact Pete's on Twitter. So you know a lot of this stuff is going to get right back to him. What are you doing, Chantal? This is so mean. This is being a lousy friend. You're a lousy friend.
Yes, people are reporting me to the police. I guess. I don't know. That's what they say. I'm a criminal. I know. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to say. I don't want to talk about it. I just feel, sometimes you just want your own plate, like your own space. I don't know what it is lately. I just super irritable. I kind of feel like everything I do, I have to think about. I don't feel exactly free 100%. Like everything I do, I have to think about, like for dinner, I have to think about him too. And, it's kind of like being in a relationship, and I didn't really want that.
But I don't understand. This must have been a decision you guys took together before you moved.
So I understand what Chantel is saying. I think this is why the relationship didn't work between her and Pete's also. It's like mothering a child. Having to care for Pete's, it's obvious that she feels like it's mothering a child. I get where she's coming from because I see the dynamic emotionally of their relationship. And no matter how many fucking boxes you pick up or dishes you clean, it doesn't make up for what a man can give you emotionally. You know what I mean? There's a difference in relationship. It's just the fact that this idiot FFG doesn't understand, doesn't get these dynamics. It just shows me that she's not had very many relationships in her life.
Moved in together. So if you were okay with it a year ago, how come you're not okay with it now? And if it wasn't something that you guys had discussed before moving in together, why can't you discuss this with Pete's? Why would you wait until it's boiling over? Wait until you're so angry that you have to discuss it with your mods on a live stream to strangers talking about your best friend behind his back?
Chantel does her entire channel is about her life, is about her relationships, is about what she's going through. So it's not out of the ordinary for this is what she does. Why the real question is, why the fuck are you obsessing over her relationships? Why are you giving advice when you can't even take your own? Why are you giving advice about friendships when you have none to speak of? Why are you giving fucking weight loss advice when you've gained 100 pounds in your fucking crusade to tell Chantel how fucking fat she is? Like, this is all, how do these, I'll tell you how. I was going to say, how do these people have so much support? But the real answer is because in this world, very unfortunately, there are more people who are hypocritical and dishonest than there are people who are hold themselves accountable and are honest and fucking fair. and morally consistent. That's the answer, and it's unfortunate.
I kind of feel like we don't have our own separate lives. And
That's because neither one of you has a life. You're in the house almost 24 hours a day. Yeah, you're going to spend time together when you're the only two people who's ever there. That kind of seems normal to me. If each of you had a job maybe outside of the house, or at least some kind of a social life, you wouldn't be spending 24 hours a day together and getting on each other's nerves like this.
I mean, we're not even screwing, so I feel like
Yeah, do you want to know what? A lot of the time, it always came off to me as these fucking hippos and these cows. It came off as jealousy that Chantel had this type of unconditional love and friendship with Pete's, no matter how she talked about him or treated him or felt about him. It always came off as fucking jealousy that they don't have somebody that feels that way about them, you know? Like, that's always what it fucking boils down to at the end of the day.
I feel like I'm impairing him from growing up a bit. Like, do you know what I mean? Hi, Ned girl.
Chantal, you're like a fucking 37-year-old toddler. You need to grow up too. You both need to grow up.
Then I feel like if we did separate, it would be devastating for him because, you know.
No, you don't know. Why don't you tell us? Since you've told us everything else.
Under the bus.
I agree. It either says something. Snowy Tit says Pete knows he'll get support coming out about Chantel. And as far as I know, he hasn't said a bad word about her. That says something. I agree with you. It either says something about Pete's or it says something about their relationship or both. But it definitely does say fucking something.
Being honest about how I feel sometimes, you know?
Why are you being honest with your fucking chat? Why don't you be honest with Pete's?
No, he rented a room off of a woman. Like, a woman was living in the apartment, but she cleaned everything. Like,
well, I mean, she has gained, like, take a look at her in this video we're reacting to right now. She's pretty morbidly obese, and she has gained at least 100 pounds since this time. So, of course, whatever thick hair she was bragging about at this time, of course, 100 pounds is going to fuck up your hormones and you're going to start fucking having male pattern fucking baldness as a result of it. Like, thank yourself and your Chantel hate money food consumption.
Kept his room clean, I guess. But I don't know what to say.
Why is she telling everyone Pete's business? Like, Pete's is on almost all of these live streams with her. If people are asking questions about it, could she just wait till Pete's is sitting right next to her, like most of the time?
I don't want to react to this. Fraggle, you're the one who shared the link. Do you know what part of this stream she says what she says about Karate Joe? I really don't want to watch this whole 45-minute long thing. And I'm afraid if I skip around, we'll miss it. Do you know the timestamp at all?
Him, and the lady, arena with this. Well, actually, when you're apology for this.
I just
totally to show me how he was great. Stream and talk later. So series she met like this. Hey girls, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you like this kind of video, please consider subscribing. So Chantal is back. Chantal came on live stream today in a stream entitled Krabby Stew Time, cooking stew, and apparently being crabby. So let's discuss. First observation, the house is still disgusting. It's just absolutely disgusting. I think it's actually gotten worse.
Shows your face, bitch.
That kitchen makes me nervous.
I'm tired. Brooke, Lori, I'm so tired.
Okay, so she's tired apparently. Her eyes still look nuts. Why are her pupils still so damn big? And she's gonna continue trying to tell us like she's not on something?
Yo, guys, have any of you ever watched FFG a lot? Does she ever come out of her fucking face and have the nerve to talk shit about Chantel's chin? Because my whole vision is being taken up by this fucking gargantuan fucking chinicle that she's got. I'm talking about FFG now. I need to know if she has ever fucking come out of her enormous fucking humongous fucking enormous ass waggling fucking gorilla jaw and talked shit about Chantel's chin. Does she call her chinny? She better fucking not. That's all I've got to say.
I got the groceries finally. I had them delivered. Ooh.
Just yesterday, she said she couldn't have them delivered because of Pete's muffins or something. So now it's just F. Pete's and his muffins. We order what we want. Okay.
Hi, Jinx. Yeah, I'm getting subscribers back. I don't know.
Whoa. Hang on. Back up.
What do you mean by her pick? Your mama's live from a day ago has FFJ's pick. Her pick of what? Her pick of what? Oh shit, guys. 111 in the chat. I always like to point that out. Do you want to know what? You know, I'd rather watch him anyway. Let's go watch him. They are so fucking long. I'm gonna try and find his. I don't know what you're talking about, but I would much rather watch fucking Yo Mama. So let's do that instead. His live stream, right? What is this? What the fuck? Oh shit, guys. Oh, I can't wait. I just saw the thumbnail. What? This is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be amazing. Na, 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 na. This is it, right, guys? Oh, I cannot wait.
All yours.
How do you sleep at night?
On the mattress.
Possibly has never.
What?
There's been more suffering than what we are about to watch. She goes by the name French Fried Girl, aka Frenchie.
Is that who he's trying to be? He's trying to be Mr. Snowflake. That is fucking amazing. Mr. Yo Flake. Oh my God. How did no one tell me he was doing this kind of shit? I'm so sad I missed it.
It's cardigan.
Is he wearing a fucking vest with how you found a sweater vest like that? Is that your wife's, bro? I know that does not belong to you. Oh my God.
But never mind that. She was somebody that grew up in Montreal.
Yeah, why is he
who enjoyed her?
Dude, why is he fucking Australian? Oh, it's so funny. He probably can't do like a British accent, I guess.
Taco Bell. This was before they came up with the Baja Blast and the Mexican pizza and the chalupas that she very much enjoyed. But it's a sad tale of some.
Dude, what fucking Mr. Snowflake he's an Australian, right? Isn't he fucking British? Am I bugging? Or is he Australian? I don't think he's Australian. I don't fucking know.
Body that can go from this to this in a matter of reactions. She was very obsessed with
that's what I thought.
A reactor that was not too far away from her. Her name was Foodie Beauty. She probably lived an hour away. She wanted to lose weight. As you can see there.
Wait, I have to say, because I did think there was going to be more of a regain. All right. So it's a new week and
as you can see there.
She looks like a fat 50-year-old fucking nana. Does she not? Like, why some bitches, when they be fucking obese, it makes them look so old. She looks like a fucking nana, yo. Where's your grandchildren at, bigums?
Yeah. She had long hair, makeup, 2 to 3 chins.
It looked like she has several grandchildren. And why did she choose to wear that disgusting 80s style fuchsia pink lipstick? Like, were you also fucking slapping on the Gina Tay? Fucking granny bitch. Like, what are you doing?
She was hyped She was excited to finally lose weight,
Huh.
to be successful. Let's continue watching.
I'm ready for a new challenge. So for the next Foodie Beauty Diet Challenge, I'm gonna try going
Dude, Rosie is
plant-based vegan for 1
thinner.
month.
Rosie O'Donnell has always been thinner. So I think that's a slight to Rosie, man.
Now, this wasn't just some crazy diet fad phase for Chantal. Throughout the years of watching Chantal, I have seen her attempt multiple times to actually follow a completely vegan, plant-based lifestyle, not just a temporary diet, but actually a long-term, permanent lifestyle change. And I actually really respect that. I guess I'm not that dedicated to the cause. I'm a pretty big meat eater. I grew up eating meat. I'm European. That's what we do. But I do eat a lot of legumes, a lot of vegetables. These are just things normally in my life on a daily basis anyway, just kind of normally with either a side of meat or a side of fish. And I mean,
To watch her turn away from the meats to the vegan to the plants. Going to so
like, I love cheese, but I don't love cheese enough to like eat 2 pounds of it and end up in the psych ward or anything.
Lies.
So see what gets them.
to watch her wearing the same sniper rifle outfit she wore outside of Foodie Beauty's house when she stole BBJ. Before, she used to wear the sniper rifle outfit to go to the bakery, to get good foods, plant foods, to lose weight. But now she's using the sniper rifle outfit to steal cats.
Hungry. I did, but I
Actually beating Foodie Beauty.
her for 3.5 hours.
The fuck is this?
And that's all you have to do. There is nothing else to it. This is the easiest bread of all time. So I'm just going to cover it up and leave it and let it sit. All time. So I'm just going to cover it up.
See, this is so funny. I never really I knew that FFG tried to make a channel and tried to make content about weight loss and, you know, not obsessing over somebody else. And obviously she couldn't even crack 100 views. To be honest, she couldn't even crack like 50 when she was talking about herself and her own journey. So it's like, it's obvious why you have so much hatred and jealousy for Chantal, who has been able to find success, to find people who, you know, are sitting there with bated breath waiting for her uploads every day because you're jealous. No one gave a fuck about your weight loss journey, about anything you had to say. And the same goes for people like Yaba. Nobody gave a fuck what you were doing online until you started covering Chantal.
And leave.
Her hands. Her hands.
Her fat.
Looking at her hands then, normal. When she became a rage pig, she got pig hands. When you rage like a pig, you become a pig.
Dude, him saying that so seriously makes it better. We got to hear that again. Hold on. Oh.
Her hands. Her hands.
Yo, somebody needs to clip this shit. Someone needs to clip just this part of it. Oh.
Looking at her hands then, normal. When she became a rage pig,
Pig hands.
she got pig hands. When you rage like a pig, you become a pig. The pig hands.
Oh God. Oh. All facts, brother. Pig hands. Oh. Someone needs to clip this shit, man.
Leave it and let it sit.
When you rage like a pig, you become a pig. Pig hands. It's so good.
So I come back to it after 3.5 hours. I'm just going to spread a little flour on my surface and pop it out.
Oh shit!
And then, like I said, it's basically no need. You'll see, I literally touched the ball for 2 seconds. I'm just trying to work a little bit of flour into it because it was pretty sticky. It's pretty humid in my kitchen, so it got pretty sticky. So I'm just working it a little bit just to get a little bit of that stickiness out. Now I'm going to cut my dough ball into 6 pieces because I'm going to make 6 buns out of this. So just 6 equal pieces. Okay, this is the only work involved in these buns. I literally just kind of pull the ends in towards the middle. You can see me kind of do it here. I roll it around into the flour a tiny bit, and that's all there is to it. So here I go again, just kind of bringing the ends right up into the middle, and that's all it is to it. You can shape them into whatever shape you want. I'm going to have them with those burgers I'm making, so that's it.
Ugh.
I'm adding in just under a cup of corn.
The Taco Bell economy in Montreal. Of course, the Taco Bell economy has boomed since FFG became a rage pig. Stopped cooking at home. Stopped producing good foods for her body. But it's a shame to see it.
A tablespoon and a half of cumin, and just some salt, some pepper, olive oil all over it, salt and pepper, nothing else to it. Very simple, very delicious. I also made myself this simple pasta salad. It looks delicious. There's just, a ton of stuff, onions and cucumbers, radish, olives, just kind of a fridge.
As Chantel continued to struggle and get worse, so did FFG. She went from a plant vegan, long hair makeup, to a dry ponytail rage pig.
So if you're interested in seeing like the stuff I'm coming up with on these diets, you can
Spoiler alert! Nobody was interested, so she moved on to hypocritical Chantel hate instead.
just go check it. I'm gonna leave it down below. So that's it for this week, guys. Another 3 pounds lost. You know, it takes a lot when you've got a lot to lose, but I'm slowly gonna just keep on keeping on, and no matter what, I am not stopping. So thank you again.
You want to know why I think one of the biggest reasons why people did not give a fuck about her content? Because she was being a fraud. She wasn't being herself. Look at this fucking personality that she's pretending. Look at this personality that she's putting on right now. This fake bubbly positive persona. This was never her. People can smell bullshit. Do you know what I mean? And also, she's just not very interesting. So, no secret why nobody was interested in this fucking bullshit.
So much for clicking on this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Hey, my name is Brandy Norwood, and I play
love
Belinda
Brandy.
in the front room. This is not.
Actually, don't really enjoy eating a lot of candy and packaged snacks and things like that lately. So I'm just gonna be doing taste tests, probably with a bite of each. Yeah, so sour cream and
Today, when she watches Foodie Beauty eat, she can't stop talking. But then she watched Foodie Beauty and didn't say a word.
Yeah, because she was fucking salivating and taking down notes and getting ideas. She was writing down a fucking grocery list for all the shit she was gonna purchase with her Chantel fat fucking hippo hate money. That's why.
Instead of every single word hitting spacebar and saying some outlandish, wild shit, she let us speak. And then when the video was over, she proved that Foodie was wrong, and then this is how you do it. You don't have to eat junk food.
Oh shit.
They really like don't give you chips. Of course, it's mostly air. Common complaint for everybody. Let's see, my cheap.
Was 40 in this video. If you like this kind of thing, please consider subscribing. It's Friday. It's weigh-in time.
What do you notice there? It's weighing time.
Way.
But what I noticed
I couldn't tell.
is that her feet were smaller. At that time, she didn't have to wear these. She didn't have to wear the Adidas with no back.
Bro, he bought them simply to show, oh my God, in video. Those are some of the ugliest, fattest shoes I've ever seen in my whole fucking life. God, those shoes are fat.
Because she can actually fit into normal shoes. But when you become a rage pig, there's only two kinds of shoes that can fit you.
Yo, she gets the backless, slip-on, fat Adidas turtle shells? Are you fucking kidding? How did that escape me? Does he wear them? Why did he purchase those?
That's Crocs and Adidas slides.
They're so ugly.
Time.
Does he wear them though? Like, what size did he buy them in? He just bought random any shoe size just for the for the meme of it all. That's amazing if that's the answer. I wish he would have bought his size though. I would have loved to see him trekking around in those. That would have been fucking amazing. He said they're kind of comfy.
214 pounds means I'm down another 3 pounds since last week and down a total of 29 pounds since January 1st. I'm going to be totally...
No, that can't be his shoe size. That cannot be his actual shoe size. I would imagine that he bought them in his wife's size so that if somebody could wear them, like she could utilize them if she ever wanted to. I would imagine those are his wife's size.
Be honest here.
214 pounds. She was close. She was close to being a skinny queen.
I feel kind of conflicted about that number. On the one hand, like losing 29 pounds in just over a month is great. But on the other hand, just knowing that you have 74 pounds still to lose to reach your goal weight, oh, I mean, that's a lot. It's a long way still to go. But whatever, you know what? Let's move on. I'm not going to like psych myself out with that. I'm not going to let myself get all...
What the fuck was her goal weight? Looking at her on screen, I would guess that she has 150 pounds to lose. The fuck is she talking about? Or maybe even 175. The fuck, her goal weight is to still be morbidly obese?
Demotivated. I'm going to try and change my negative thinking. I'm going to have a new outlook. And I'm going to look at it more as, hey, you lost 29 pounds in just over a month. That's something. So this week was pretty crazy for me between work.
That's something. Anna Nicole being in the chat. That's something. This video is brought to you by Anna Nicole. That's something. But her almost reaching her goal in almost 100 and something pounds by being a vegan, not eating meat with those small teeth. She was almost there.
And class. I also had 2 exams. I didn't really have time to do much, preparing for the week. I also didn't really have time to be going back and forth grocery shopping for fresh produce.
We've been under an 8 o'clock curfew for about a month now here in Quebec. So I get out of work because of the curfew at 7:30, and all the grocery stores and even little stores, little corner stores, everything closes at 7:30. So just as I'm coming out of work, everything's closed. So I don't get a chance to go.
Do you know why? Do you know why I think Amber says that? Snowy Tits. I think Amberlynn says she doesn't want to be skinny because she knows that at her size, that doesn't exist as an option for her any longer. Even if Amberlynn lost every ounce of fat that she could lose because of how enormous she has allowed herself to get at one point, there will be mountains and heaps of loose skin. So even if she lost every ounce of fat that exists on her body, she would never look like a skinny person does. So I think that's why I think she's come to terms with the fact that she has destroyed her body. And I think she has made it so she has like realistic expectations in terms of a goal. Do you know what I mean? And I think, to be honest, I think that is what deters Amberlynn from success a lot of the time as well. Because of her lymphedema, her legs, even if she lost all the weight, she would not have a cute, skinny, ideal type of Instagram body that one would hope for. Do you know what I mean? I think that deters her.
So I pretty much just ate beans, rice, frozen broccoli, and frozen mangoes all week long. Actually, that's exactly what I did. I ate them all week long. Same thing every day.
Beans, broccoli, and mangoes all week. She fucked that toilet up. You probably would not wanted to visit FFG at that time.
Yeah, that's what makes me think she's lying. I think she's absolutely fucking lying.
The shits was on a whole nother level.
Dude, anybody who eats like that, anybody who eats especially mostly raw fruits and vegetables, like, you're not going to have that conversation without at least mentioning to some degree the absolute fucking horror story that's going to occur in the bathroom. If you don't mention it and you're still sitting there at a cool fucking enormous fucking, I don't even know what she weighs, but you look enormous. Like, I just don't believe you're eating like that.
Plumber might have had to make a couple of visits, but if you were a neighbor of FFG during that time, I know it was hard. It's hard to basically just live on beans and broccoli and it's probably hard for her to sit there right there and make that video. She probably had to take a couple breaks. But at the end of the day, after all those shits and all those dumps she took in the toilet and back and forth from the bedroom to the bathroom, she kept on with that diet because she was trying to reach a goal. She was trying to win.
But instead, she gained like 100 pounds instead. And now she doesn't appear on camera any longer, but still yells like she's better than the same woman that she was yelling at 100 pounds ago.
She was almost there.
I mean, like, I'm bored, but it's okay. The week passed. It's over. What can you do? That was the first complication, really, that I've had at all since starting this plant-based vegan diet. It's a little more, let's say, high maintenance than I'm used to eating. You really have to be sure to, like, stay organized, plan all your meals, and just keep that fresh produce coming. It's truly amazing how fast vegetables are just gone when that's sort of one of the only things you can eat. So I really learned this week that just like so many other things in life, the key to this diet is organization. But besides that little hiccup, it's been
Organize and be careful with your money. Where was the people that say that they loved FFG then? Where are the French fried girl stands then? When she was positive, she was body positive, and she was trying to win.
Oh, wait.
Where were they?
Go to this part.
Today, FFG doesn't have to wear. Sometimes one looking at
hold on.
the world to go from this to this.
Yay!
Sometimes one looking at what she was and what she is today, I wonder if the old her would take the road that she took, knowing that that's what she would become.
I mean, I think yes, the old her would have, because now at least she can pay her fucking rent, right? I think she'd make those same decisions. Because truth, she obviously wasn't doing too well until she started gaining success off of hypocritical Chantel hate. So I think she'd make the same decision many times over.
Someone that said that I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to give it up. I'm 208 pounds. I had a bad 2 weeks, but I'm going to keep going. That's not going to stop me. That's not going to bring me down. Well,
what the fuck is a question mark? Said she didn't drop the weight she wanted to, so she gave up. Do you know what I think? I think that she learned that she didn't have to drop the weight to find success on the internet. She found success. She found a community that was going to egg her on and throw money at her for being just as fat and hypocritical as she wanted to be, because that's who they are. So she found success through these means, and this behavior has been continuously positively reinforced. So of course she's going to continue. You know what I mean? These are the reasons why I blame the audience a lot of the time, because without them, this behavior would not continue. It just wouldn't.
Some topics in the hater and
speaking of which, I haven't said this in a while. If you guys do support what I'm doing here, and if you want to support the channel and support me as a person, my message, what I'm doing here, and help to ensure that I can continue to devote my time to this channel and to this content, please donate if you can. The link is pinned in the top of the comment section and at the bottom of the screen. Please donate if you can. It really does help the channel, and it helps to positively reinforce me to be able to continue doing what I'm doing.
Anti-hater community that I'd like to talk about. Oh, I also changed my banner from this to this. Because you know what? Maybe I'd like to talk a little shit here too. And when people want to talk about me, maybe.
Ooh, so this is the very beginning. This is when the shift occurred. This is when she started talking shit instead of talking about herself. Guys.
Sometimes I'd like to talk about them too, or give a response, or give an opinion. But absolutely nothing will change in my weight loss journey or my diet experiments. I just need to make some changes.
Can you imagine? Her video did not have that number added to it. We're reacting to her eating, and our video got that number added to it. But that's the worst. That's the closest. I mean, it's all of our fault, though, right?
The only place you go girly bread is Victoria's Secret, and that will never get old. Hi, KXR. You go.
What do you mean that'll never get old? It's not a thing. I actually, again, don't make me defend garlic bread, but it is what it is. I think it's kind of charming. It is like your mom, oh, can you go and get me this or whatever? You get your mom a present from, I don't think understands that Victoria's Secret sells other things besides like lingerie, because Lord knows she's never been in there. She can't fit into anything at Victoria's.
Yeah, I agree. I've said this from day one. Like, there are many things to criticize that asshole for, but to me, Victoria's Secret is like a lotion and a body spray and a clothing store.
Victoria's Secret, she's never had a reason to go in there. I think it's nice. A gift for your mom. What?
The voice change, the deep laugh.
But you know what it is? People saying her voice started to change. Snowy Tit says you can hear her voice slowly start to change. It's because she starts actually being herself. She starts talking with her real inflection, with her real accent. She starts showing her true personality. That's the difference. She was trying to be somebody that she wasn't. Trying to be a positive fucking guru of health and weight loss. And she was anything but that. She has always, at the core, in actuality, been a fucking vicious rage pig. It's sad fucking facts of reality.
None of that. In her old videos, when she was down to 208 pounds. The excuse making. To sit on your channel and say that a grown-ass man taking his mother to Victoria every weekend, there's nothing strange about that because they sell other things at Victoria's Secret. This is true. But to go to Victoria's Secret multiple times with your mother, it's not a thing that men do.
I mean, that is a thing that men do if they have a relationship with their elderly mother. Like if your mother can't drive and if she can't get there without you taking her there, then yeah, that is what men do. You know what I mean? Like my man has, and he has elderly parents. Let's just say if she wanted anywhere she wanted to shop, he would be the one to have to take her there. So I know he's joking, but still, these are things that have been said, and there's so much to criticize this asshole for. I think the go-to to criticize for Victoria's Secret without having knowledge of what that store actually is, it's just stupid. It's a reach, you know?
It's not normal. Maybe you could walk in and get some sprays, but how many sprays do you get every weekend? Huh? Those sprays last you for about 2 months to maybe 3 months.
Not anymore, homie. They are so weak and they are so fucking heavily overpriced. And they no longer do the 3 buy 3 get 3 fucking free. You'd be surprised how fast they go.
Garlic bread wasn't going into Victoria's Secret to get sprays.
Oh, he doesn't?
Lotions.
Okay, that makes it weird then. Zoe Wynn says Gorlick doesn't have a car though. Okay, then why so he's just tagging along for shits and giggles to go with his mom to Victoria's Secret? All right, my bad. I apologize. That is fucking weird. This is my mind. See, this is why projection, even when I do it, is a problem. I was projecting and being like, oh, he's driving his elderly mother to the store out of the kindness of his heart. Meanwhile, you tell me this motherfucker doesn't even drive and he's just tagging along with his mom to Victoria's Secret for the hell of it because he has nothing better to do. All right, that is fucking weird as fuck, man. That's so fucking weird. My bad.
He was out there getting a dong. That's what Cisco said. To sit there and wait for your mom trying on bras, panties, stockings, something good to wear for the next man that comes over. Strange. But that was the old FFG. Well, that's the new FFG that wants to defend those that she possibly can click up with. The old FFG didn't care who to click up with. She made good content, she cooked good food, and she lost a lot of weight. And she showed it. What is she today? Person that gets a bunch of super chats.
Yeah. They have everything already. We could have done this. Damn it! Like, why didn't we do this?
It's in the notes for the next time.
Can you imagine? It was just the most random thing ever.
It was.
Why is Aunt Phyllis Uncle Phil?
Yikes, guys. Fucking yikes. I don't know. I'm going to go though. I will see you guys probably tomorrow morning. I can't believe I've been doing this for almost 3.5 hours. What a fucking nightmare. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope everyone has a good night. And we shall reconvene tomorrow, probably earlier than usual. All right, guys. Bye.